while the local star rocks out. Players Grill Miramar, where the neighborhood meets.
This is my bar.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Cougars, go time on a Tuesday morning. Got a little extra Java juice this morning, buddy. Up late for that Monday nighter. Not exactly the shootout you might expect. The Super Bowl last year was, 38-35, right? Anybody paying attention to what's happening in the NFL this year? Scoring's down, and it's way down. If you play fantasy football, you know this. Right? Don't your scoreboards look a little bit different? That's, listen, completely and totally based on the production that's playing out in the actual NFL games, and this just kind of continues a trend. Imagine this. Imagine that the Chiefs now are worst in the NFL in second half scoring. Does that make any sense? They needed to score last night. Eagles go into KC, make a statement. Through 10, best team in football, Philadelphia. With all due respect to the 49ers and how challenging the Cowboys and how potent they can be, those two. I saw a stat, the Eagles have been 9-1 4 times in team history. You know where they ended up all 4 times? The Super Bowl. 4 times they've started 9-1, 4 times they've ended up in the Super Bowl. So this is number 5, and you want to doubt them, go ahead. Give me Philly at home in January in the cold conditions with the 49ers or Dallas coming to town. That chase for the number 1 seed over there going to be very important. You wonder just how important the chase for the number 1 seed in the AFC really is. This is 2 home losses for the Chiefs now. Their 3rd loss. Now, the good news for Kansas City in trying to hold that pole position, 2 of those losses have come to the NFC, right? Detroit beat them in the season opener. Now the Eagles have beaten them both times in Kansas City. They lost at Denver. It's their only conference loss. So the tiebreakers will break their way. The Chiefs also, because immediately your wheels start turning. Okay, all right, you're 7-3, just like us. Ravens are 8-3. We play them. Bunch of 7-3 teams now in the AFC. Cleveland's there. The Dolphins are there. But Kansas City, who was what? They've already had to play Detroit. They've already had to play at Jacksonville. They played at Minnesota. They've played the Chargers once already. They've played the Dolphins overseas. They've now played the Eagles. They've got they're at the Vegas. Raiders-Chiefs, always a good rivalry. They're at Green Bay. They got Buffalo at home. At New England. Vegas, Cincinnati at home. Cincinnati, not the same animal, right? They'll finish at the Chargers. So still some work to be done for the Chiefs at 7-3, and they lead the league in drops. By the way, ET, through the magic of technology, Chiefs are just reporting. Andy Reid's ticked. He's got him back to the stadium facility already this morning. He's just so disappointed with what happened last night. First time he's lost to his old team. In fact, in the Chiefs-Eagles rivalry, he was 7-0 on one side or the other. He was like 3-0 with the Eagles against the Chiefs. He was 4-0 with the Chiefs against the Eagles. He has his first loss. But I think this is going out over the PA system right now in Kansas City throughout Arrowhead. It's from internal security.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Coach Reid's office.
Dude, you don't want to be today.
Nah.
Dude, you do not want to be today. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who got behind the defense last night. Patrick Mahomes dropped a biscuit in his lap. Oh, buttered and gravy. Just dropped one on him inside the 5-yard line. A touchdown that would have won the game, most likely. And he dropped it, man. Right through his hands. Oh. Ouch.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Coach Reed's office.
In training camp, it's followed by 3 even harsher words.
Bring your playbook.
E.T.'s grimacing in there.
They call him the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, that's who he is. He's reaping too. Please report to the coach's office. Bring your playbook. I don't know if old MVS might be getting that knock today. The Chiefs' offense just doesn't look right, man. The Chiefs don't look right. They do not look like they're going to the Super Bowl. And look, it can change awful quick, right? But Kelsey's out of sync, right? He's coming off that terrible game against the Dolphins, and last night he had a fumble. He's not getting open, like whatever they were doing to take him away. Ultimately, he had a touchdown. He had a decent evening, but he didn't have a dominant evening. And there just is no weapon in that offense. Maybe it's Rashee Rice eventually. He seems to be the one that's kind of coming. Don't you feel like you know what Kadarius Toney is? You know what Mecole Hardman is? You know what Marquez Valdez-Scantling is? You know, maybe not quite, but Sky Moore, as you know, drafted last year, is not taking over that role. He's not the next Tyreek Hill. Neither is Toney. Neither are the rest of them. The running game is not great. It was better last night. Pacheco had a good game against the NFL's best rushing defense. But the Chiefs just look a little sketch to me, man. And again, they still got to play Buffalo, Cincinnati. They got to play at the Chargers. Got to play the Raiders in Vegas. You know, normally when they're humming along as the league's top scoring offense, you say no big deal. But they're not that. What do you think the Eagles? E.T., without looking, just give me a guess. What do you think the Chiefs are in the offensive rankings? Either let's go. We'll start with yards. Where do you think the Chiefs are in yards per game?
I would say at least top 15.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'm going to go with 10.
Yeah, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
What do you think the Chiefs are in points per game?
I'm going to say, I'll say 12. No, the Jags are up there. They're scoring more than the Jags. No, I'm going to go 8.
Yeah, the Jags have scored 23.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually 12th.
Right, so they got to be like 7th, 8th?
Yeah, Chiefs are 14th in scoring, bro, 22.5.
Oh.
That offense is not humming, right? Look, they traded Tyreek Hill. They won the Super Bowl. So, I'm not going to point now to weapons lost. I find it hard to believe that Juju Smith-Schuster is the missing piece. I trust they'll find a way to keep it going. On the other side, is the Chiefs' defense is suddenly like top 3 points per game defense. They're now 4th in the NFL. Browns, oh no, that's not. That's going by yard. They're 4th in yards. They're 3rd in scoring defense, 16.4 a game. Jags conversely giving up 20.4. But dare I say, if the Chiefs are going to repeat, they're going to do it through their defense. And they held the Eagles in check. They just made mistakes, man. They just made mistakes. They had a fumble down, Kelsey fumbled it down in the red zone. A dropped, touchdown pass. They had, I think, 5 or 6 drops last night. They lead the NFL in drop passes. Yeah. No bueno, my man. Wow, what a big one for the Jags coming up, huh? How'd that happen? We woke up and all of a sudden the Houston game is a big one. The good news, it seemed like the offensive line sure played better the other day. Doug Peterson meeting the media, kind of the Monday after he's had time to really look over, go through things, talk to his coaches, had this to say about his O-line against, don't forget this, the Titans aren't great. That D-line isn't terrible. Here's Doug Peterson on how his O-line played.
Walker getting more reps, right, and settling into that role. Obviously, these were bigger body D tackles. The week before with Javon Hargrave, it's a lower to the ground body, and he got under Walker a little bit, where Walker matched up well this week. I did some great things, and improved. So Anton was good, Cam was good. I mean, other than Jeffrey Simmons making a few plays, which he's going to do. He's a great player. I thought the offensive line played really well.
Well, there you go. I thought so too. Just going by the eye test. I'm not breaking down the film, sending my results out to Pro Football Focus or anything. But I feel like that offensive line is going to be so key to what this team does in the second half, no? How many points we scored the other day? 34? 1 point scored like 4 or 5 possessions in a row. We haven't done that in a while, have we? I mean, riddle me this. Is it coincidental? It's because the offensive line had their best day? We ran the ball pretty effectively, too. I know it wasn't 100-plus for Travis Etienne, but between he and Johnson, who is emerging as that backup, isn't he? That's your guy.
That's my boy.
Yeah. What, South Florida, USF, I think?
South Florida.
Yeah. I don't think it's a coincidence that the Jags' O-line seemed to perform better the other day, and they got a little more depth. Ezra Cleveland got in the game, got some snaps. He was a starter in Minnesota. It's a solid player now. We are definitely upgraded there if and when something injury-wise would happen on the line. So in better position there. But as I said, suddenly that Texans game it's not big, it's huge, and Doug Peterson will talk about it. The motivation now this time around going down to H-Town. And does it matter facing C.J. Stroud now a second time? You'd think it'd be the other way around. You'd think it'd be the rookie need to learn. But after we were lit up here by a guy who's getting, gosh, dare I say, MVP consideration, Coach P will talk about that as well. All right, I'm going to say this. Pretty sure y'all are aware by now where your boys here on the drill went to school, where their fandom lies when it comes to college football. Despite what you might think at times about partisanship, a lot more level-headed in our thoughts and thinking and rational when it comes to the prospects of Florida or any other team that they may face or any other team that you may follow, who, I get it, are going to hear some sort of implication in anything that we say. I get it. That's cool. So trust my sincerity and then my admission when I say this. I feel for Jordan Travis. I do. That guy lost out on a stamp of legacy. Let me tell you why. Jordan Travis, I'm going to say this, deserves more credit for his season and his placement of FSU in the top 4 of the polls. He deserves more credit for that than Jameis Winston, than Chris Winkie, than Charlie Ward. All 3 Heisman Trophy winners who won national titles and certainly deserve their spots on the Mount Rushmore of FSU quarterbacks. None of them took over the dumpster fire that was Florida State football when Jordan Travis transferred in from Louisville. And so for him to miss out on that opportunity to finish off his shot, to put a 4th face on that Mount Rushmore, and for it to happen the way it did, the excruciating emotional and physical agony, if you haven't seen the injury, don't Google it. You don't want to see it. It's not an anatomically pleasing visual. So I do feel for Jordan Travis and the way his career has come to an end in Tallahassee. That being said, if you are facing Florida State, it's a big deal that he's not there. I wish Jordan Travis was missing the Florida. I say this as honestly as I can. I wish Jordan Travis was missing the Florida game because he decided that due to his NFL future and to protect himself from injury or because he's got the doggone flu, he can't play Saturday in Gainesville. Unfortunately, he can't play in Gainesville Saturday for reasons that I just sincerely and genuinely expressed. That being said, it changes that game now. Changes that game. we got the Doring Report coming up next hour. We talked about Florida going into this 2-game stretch at Missouri and home against FSU. And with things being as they were, Graham Mertz, the quarterback at Florida, don't forget, and it's official now, he will also be out. And Jordan Travis for FSU, I think we all kind of agreed, and no one is defining what percentage chance the size of this comparison is, but we both agreed we thought Florida had a better chance of upsetting Florida State in the Swamp than they would of beating Missouri at Missouri, right? You remember us saying that? Well, lo and behold, they went to Missouri on the road against a top 10 team and doggone had them beat 4th and 17 inside of 30 seconds to go ball game and couldn't finish it off. Well, if they were that close to an upset there and now Florida State is coming to Gainesville without Jordan Travis, I'd be curious just what the perspective is. Now, Florida has to make a change at quarterback as well. I think in the overall balance of this game being played, I think Graham Mertz versus Jordan Travis is a bigger advantage for FSU in the game than Florida's backup Max Brown against Tate Rodemaker. And this is not about Rodemaker, and it's certainly not about Brown being as good as Graham Mertz. The difference is Brown brings a different skill set. The Gators played Florida State years ago after the 98 season. Chris Winkie had gotten hurt. They had to bring in Marcus Outson. Winter Florida, right? Well, FSU completely changed their offense. If you're a Gator fan, you remember this painfully. They ran that little quarterback draw with the Rooster, is what they call Marcus Outson. The Rooster ran the quarterback draw all afternoon in Tallahassee on a rainy Saturday, and FSU beat Florida with a backup quarterback in large part. A really good Florida team, by the way, whose only other loss that year was at Tennessee in overtime. And in the season finale, in a back-and-forth game, they just couldn't stop the hijinks of a running quarterback. Now, granted, teams nowadays face a lot more running quarterbacks. You know what's not changing, E.T.? No one's getting better at it. The running quarterback lights everybody up, doesn't he? At either level. Why? Look at Jalen Hurts last night. No matter how they try, no matter what they do, football has still not found the defense for that running quarterback. They haven't. He breaks your heart. It's 3rd and 8. You've got him pinned in. He darts around the pocket, and he sprints to the first down. They still can't stop him. Now, Max Brown is not Lamar Jackson, but adding that wrinkle with a little bit of playing time in the fourth quarter, I'll remind you, led him to 10 points in the lead on the road at Missouri. He was ready to play. Rodemaker hadn't played much either. Boy, it just changes the dynamics. This Jordan Travis injury and to a degree the Graham Mertz injury on that Florida State game. You're going to hear from Mike Norvell and Billy Napier when we come back on the other side. Tom Brady with an indictment of today's NFL. And it was interesting to hear what he had to say, where he's coming from, and I will let you hear that when we come back on the other side as well. We're up and rolling. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We call it the B block in the biz, gang. We just did the A block. We're coming back with the B block, and buddy, I got some good stuff. Stick around. We'll be back with more on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's high school football playoff play-by-play.
It was an unpredictable start to the season, and it's turned into the chase for their 12th state title. The Bulls Bulldogs move to the regional finals against Bishop Moore. Friday at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Elevate your driving experience with Osteen Volvo Cars of Jacksonville. The Osteen Volvo team is a key piece of our community, and when it comes to cars, excellence is non-negotiable. Visit Osteen Volvo on Phillips Highway, online at osteenvolvo.com.
Tease the season at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year. Featuring the Ping G430 drivers, which combine the ultimate combination of distance and forgiveness. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards in any amount for the special golfer you're shopping for. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at worldwidegolf.com.
Are you looking for durable, longer-lasting siding? LP Smart Side Trim and Siding is made from engineered wood that features durability and strength, thanks to a process called SmartGuard. This process treats every Smart Side product to the core, with waxes, resins, and zinc borate, and adds an overlay to the product, which helps LP Smart Side Trim and Siding withstand moisture, hail, humidity, and helps provide resistance against termites and fungal decay. Visit your local 84 Lumber to learn more.
Follow the Bulldogs as they guard their championship trophies.
It's the quest for a three-peat. I'm Andrew Gibson. Can Georgia win 3 in a row? I'll tell you what you need to know on the Bulldog Report.
Brought to you by Travis Cummings and the Bailey Group on 1010XL.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is head coach Matthew Driscoll from the UNF men's basketball team. When our players suffer an orthopedic injury, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists gets our players back on the court pain-free.
We appreciate the endorsements from our high school and college coaches. This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Hayes Carline for Island Wing Company, located on Southside near Tinseltown, and our new location at Bartram Park in St. Johns County. 2 great locations offering the ultimate sports bar experience where you can stick to healthy options. Island Wing Company has a wide selection of fryer-free food. The wings are baked, not fried, with so many awesome flavors to choose from. You can also get delicious salmon, tuna, flatbreads, and tacos. With tons of spectacular TVs, dog-friendly patios, and 2 daily happy hours, Island Wings can't be beat.
Hey Jaguars fans, are you tired of being late to the game because you're stuck in traffic looking for a parking space? Well, join the thousands of other Jags fans who already know the smartest way to get to Everbank Field is on JTA's Game Day Express. Shuttles run from 5 locations around Jacksonville. Passes start at $10 and are available exclusively on the MyJTA mobile app. Visit JTAFLA.com for full details. The JTA Game Day Express, where you're winning before the game even starts. Your Game Day Express is sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens.
Rock Resurrection Tour, starring Theory of a Deadman and Skillet. Friday, November 24th, Daly's Place. Same night, same stage. With special guest Saint Asonia. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Theory of a Deadman. Skillet. Together live.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. Beaver's annual Black Friday silent sale. Every car on the lot will be discounted so low, we can't even show the prices on TV. Doors open at 6 a.m. Friday. First come, first served. And once they're gone, it's over. Plus, anyone who buys between 6 and 9 a.m. will get a big screen TV and $1,000 cash. Want more? We're giving away free oil changes between 6 and 9 a.m. The Black Friday silent sale only at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Well, you know, it's hard. Anytime you see any player go down, but, you know, obviously Jordan is so important to this team. And, you know, not just as the quarterback, but just who he is and what he stands for. You know, and so, I mean, it's when you see a player get hurt and, you know, and not really knowing what that's gonna be, but obviously, I mean, it was something that, you know, it was emotional, and it was emotional for everybody.
All right, that is Mike Norvell talking about Jordan Travis, and now they turn to Tate Rodemaker, who, you know, Norvell, as coaches do, expressed his confidence in his, fifth-year junior quarterback. Rodemaker hadn't played a ton, forced into action the other day was, you know, the most action he's seen. But since as a true freshman, He was forced onto the field in 2020, so he got some game time. He's played at least a little bit in 20, 21, and 22. And now, of course, in 23 so far this year, he's gotten in like 7 or 8 games. He's 20 of 31, 376 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Last year, through, 13 passes, only 2. He was 1 for 2 at Florida in a loss back in 2021, and so that's where they will turn. Billy Napier dodges the Jordan Travis bullet. He has thoughts on Tate Rodemaker. In fact, Napier at his press conference this week, yesterday in fact, talked about a unique relationship that he has with the FSU quarterback's family.
Yeah, no, I've got a long-standing history with Rodemaker. His dad is a longtime friend of my dad's. When I was growing up, Coach Rodemaker was always around at different events and camps and things that we go to. So I think we even started the recruiting process a little bit with him at Louisiana.
So there you have it, at least maybe a little inside knowledge. I doubt it. All right, look, the big difference here is the quarterback change that's been forced by Graham Mertz's injury. They say it was a non-displaced fracture of his collarbone, which tells me it's cracked but not broken. We got good questions for Doc Murphy a week from Thursday. Of course, this Thanksgiving, we like you will be celebrating and then taking a day off with our families. In fact, we'll go ahead and make it 2. What do you say? Let's play 2. But going to Max Brown at quarterback certainly can switch things up for the offensive attack.
We have to play a brand of football that, relative to Max and his experience, what he knows, and what he's got confident in, right? And I think we still got to feature the players that we know are important each week. But ultimately, every offense that I've ever been a part of starts with what the quarterback can do well, right? So that'll be part of the plan. No different than they're going to be going through some of the same dynamics.
All right, so there's Billy Napier with just a little bit on this special rivalry that renews this weekend. It'll be under the lights in the swamp on Saturday night. And suddenly, let me read the pulse of FSU fan. And not the listen. There's a certain polarizing part of every fan base whose team is never going to lose, and they're just going to tell you in histrionics why you're stupid to even think they could. I'm not addressing that fan, but if you're just, rational average FSU fan, this certainly adds to the worry meter, doesn't it? I mean, you don't have Jordan Travis. He's been so important. You got a quarterback. Now, granted, he's experienced. Tate Rodemaker has been put into some positions. Like I said, he's played a little bit all 4 years in Tallahassee, but, buddy, nothing with an assignment like this. So we shall see. You're going to hear more from both of these coaches again tomorrow with the game coming up on Saturday night. And, man, just a lot going on there. And we can officially be excited about Sunday. This is a huge game. So the Chiefs lose last night in Monday Night Football. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Coach Reed's office. 21-17 was that final. The big picture there, it leaves the Chiefs with 3 losses. And suddenly, it's a sprint now to the overall number 1 seed. The Jaguars are not I see them flash up their boards and the ESPN probabilities and the FPIs, and they're not giving us, I think, our puncher's chance of emerging out of the dust as the number 1 seed ourselves. And look, we got a tough little sched here for sure. The next 4 weeks are tough, man. The next 4 weeks are against 3 teams who are currently in playoff position. They're at Houston this week. If the playoffs started today, the Texans 6-4 would be the 6th seed. They then host the Cincinnati Bengals, who are just on the outside looking in. They're 1 game back of playoff positioning at 5-5. Granted, they're going to have to go to a backup quarterback. Then you got to go to the Cleveland Browns, who, like the Jaguars, are 7-3, and then you've got the Ravens at 8-3. Right now, the leaders in the AFC for overall home field advantage. But man, we got 5 teams now 7-3 or better. So the Jags certainly one of those, and they have a big game at Houston this weekend. The season, the feeling, the immediate effects change drastically if the Texans beat the Jaguars and finish off the season sweep. Oh, man. You think it was bad around here after the 49ers loss? If the Jags fall at Houston in any form or fashion, the panic meter is going to explode. If I sit down in this seat on Monday morning and the Jaguars have not returned from Houston safe and comfy with a victory, an 8-3 record, and a 2-game lead in the division, y'all going to be bugging. That's a fact.
Big facts.
And I ain't going to stop you. This team needs a win this week against now what is obviously not just some Cinderella story. That's a good team down there, buddy. We got our work cut out for us. They're doing it with young players and a rookie head coach. They're 6-4, and they're not getting there by beating the Jets this week and the Bears next week, and then they'll play the Giants. No, they went to Cincinnati and won. They went to Jacksonville and won. Yeah, this is a game now that means a whole lot more than it looked like when that schedule came out and we went through the silly exercise of just automatically penciling in a W. Doug Peterson on this weekend's trip to Houston.
You don't ever want to go 0-2 against a division foe, any year, obviously, but our guys will respond again, just much like they did this week. It's going to take a good week of prep and their film study and all of that. But great opportunity to go next. It's going to be loud. They're playing extremely well. We are too, and it should be a good matchup.
Oh, you got to go get after him. I mean, you heard him reference. You never want to get swept in your division. I will remind you, in 2017, when the Jaguars won the division, went all the way to the AFC Championship game, we got swept by the Titans that year. You remember that? Yeah, we lost 2 to the Titans in 2017, but still emerged as division champs. It's a route we don't need to take. That's for sure. It's a route the Jaguars don't want to take. Belief in Trevor Lawrence aside, they got their own guy over there. There ain't nobody in Houston that would right now say, yeah, I'll trade you C.J. Stroud for Trevor Lawrence. Not one. We got some hierarchy issues we're going to have to deal with these next few years. Right?
Yep.
And so, and more on C.J. Stroud in just a sec. But first, why Doug Peterson, this game is even more important and his football team more targeted.
I mean, it's game 11, but they're always big, right? I mean, anytime you play your division, they're all big games, and obviously we understand what this team did to us, a few weeks back, and it is another game on the schedule. A lot of football ahead still, but it's big.
All right, listen, Doug talked about we could see Trevor versus C.J. Stroud for a decade. Normally when a rookie starter is getting his feet under him, you think it's an advantage for the rookie to see a team the second time, in case he's learned something. Well, shoes on the other foot. Hopefully we've learned something, because as a rookie early in the year, C.J. Stroud came in here and dusted off his hands and went home with a victory. So, hey, Doug Peterson, maybe your defense will have a little more of a clue this go round?
I mean, very impressed for a rookie quarterback to come in and perform at this level. The way he's throwing the ball, I just really admire his poise, quite frankly. He's putting the ball where he wants to put it, meaning it's very accurate throws. He's got the ability to escape and move and still keep his eyes down the field. I think that's a unique trait for a young quarterback to be able to do, and just been real impressed with him.
Maybe there is some figuring out coming from the other side here. Let's first take you back to September. The Jags 1-1 coming off that loss to Kansas City. This was going to be a mop-up game, right? This was an easy one. No. 37-17, C.J. Stroud came in, went 20 of 30, 280 yards, threw 2 touchdowns, no pick. That's 118 passer rating if you're keeping count, just below what Trevor produced this past week against the Tennessee Titans. Remember the Texans' offensive line had given up 11 sacks in the first 2 games, right? They've given up 11 in the, 8 games since then. So that O-line has tightened it up big time. It started with a sackless day for the Jags, and, a humiliating 20-point loss. Now, this has happened, even though they are winning. Houston's 2 losses are 4 losses are kind of weird because they smashed the Steelers. They won at the Jaguars. They beat the New Orleans Saints at home. They won at Cincinnati, but they've lost at Carolina. They lost at Atlanta. They lost to the Colts at home. That was a week before the Jaguar game. But one thing that has happened, C.J. Stroud, through the first 8 games, had 1 pick. He had 7, 8, 10, 12, 14 touchdowns and 1 pick. 7, 13, 4. 14 touchdowns, 1 pick through 8 games. The last 2 games, he's got 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. He had a 3-interception game against the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe there is something to, hold on now, the veteran defenders and, others around the league are like, okay, enough of this. Maybe that's happening a little bit. But in fact, C.J. Stroud, 1, 2, 3, 4 ratings this year of 100 and better. Only 4. Trevor has 6, for example. But those 3 interceptions, by far, the most in his young career. Again, he had 1 interception through the first 8 games. He's had 4 the last 2 weeks. Hopefully, a Jaguars defense that's been really good at capitalizing can do a little bit of that. You're going to want to hear what Tom Brady says about the state of the NFL just a half a year after he left it. We'll play that for you when we come back on the other side. The rest of the NFL news with a football fix. We got the Doring Report coming up inside an hour now. That'll be about 7:25 this morning. So we look forward to talking up the FSU-Florida rivalry and more. With the former Gator All-American. We'll get hectic today with the power ratings. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a bump back up. I don't know. We shall see. Be interesting to see where the Kansas City Chiefs are placed. Easy to lose a lot of faith. We'll revisit for you in case you're just getting up and at them. Chiefs, 3rd loss of the year, and they didn't look good doing it. This is The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Florida and Florida State meet at the Swamp in Gainesville on Saturday. The Seminoles are the 6.5-point road favorite. The total 50. Florida State will start Tate Rodemaker at quarterback after the loss to Jordan Travis for the remainder of the season, which ends his career at Florida State with a devastating leg injury in Florida State's win over Alabama, 58-18. Also on Saturday, UCF laying 13.5 at home against the Houston Cougars. College basketball coming up today. It's Florida State taking on Colorado in Daytona Beach at the Ocean City Center. The Buffaloes are the 4.5-point favorite. Get your free VSIN subscription right now at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hey, hon, the sink isn't draining well. Kind of makes it sound like this.
What's that sound again? Sounds like hair down the drain.
Mine?
Well, I'm no pro. We should call Duck Duck Rooter and make the sound for them.
Duck Duck Rooter. However you describe your plumbing problem, we have your solution. Duck Duck Rooter. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
904-862-6769.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, football season is so fun for a lot of reasons. I love the daily fantasy sports, and man, I got a new go-to. Have you checked out this Prize Picks yet we've been telling you about? Oh, it's my new favorite daily fantasy sports platform. You know why? It's just me against the numbers, man. You know, you focus your entries that way. Here are the projections. Is Steph Curry going to get more or less than 34.5 points? Pretty simple. Keeps it simple for me. So Monday Night Football last night, you think Jalen Hurts going to have more than a touchdown and a half? There you go. Not worried about anything other than that. I love Prize Picks so much, I've turned Mrs. P onto it. You know what she did? She did it just like you're about to do it. She went to prizepicks.com/1010XL and then used code 1010XL. Got a first deposit match for $100. She's still firing. Actually, she's doing a lot better than me. That's how it works. You're going to love Prize Picks. It'll be your new favorite daily fantasy sports platform because it is for me. So, again, head there today, 1010XL. They go to prizepicks.com/1010XL.
This is Hayes Carline for SkyLife Elite. Are you tired of canceled flights, unruly passengers, and layovers? Call my friends at SkyLife Elite. Consider using private charter flights for your next adventure. Yes, you can afford it. Make your own schedule. Fly direct. Drive your car to Craig Airport and get directly on the plane. SkyLife Elite can make that happen. Call 490-9332, go to flyskylife.com, and find them on social media. Fly SkyLife Elite, North Florida's premier private air charter.
It's a fact. Cold weather kills car batteries. Make sure your battery is strong enough to withstand another winter. Have it tested for free at Batteries Plus. Need a replacement? We have plenty of options available from the industry's top brands. Plus free battery installation in most vehicle makes and models, or upgrade to premier installation for added protection. You'll also find jump starters, windshield wiper blades, and other winter auto essentials at your nearest location or online at batteriesplus.com. Jim Kelly, Warren Sapp, and 1010XL's Pro Bowl offensive lineman Leon Searcy. Hurricane history is loaded with superstars.
Find out what you need to know about the Canes on the Performance Painting Hurricane Report
on 1010XL.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their physicians. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company with a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories, and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, Underwoods has sold fine quality diamonds for a long time. Why is that important?
Frank, if you drew a line with the poorest diamonds with the lowest prices to the left and the highest quality to the right, our diamonds are at the far right end. Now, once we know the weight, the grading factors of cut, color, and clarity have to be considered. And the one that's talked about the least, but it's the most important to us, is the diamond's cut grade, because it has a huge implication on both the price and the beauty, and thus the value. I've bought diamonds for Underwoods for over 30 years, so I know what's out there, and the cut grade's just not important to most diamond sellers. That's really been the Underwood difference, because beautifully cut diamonds result in the most important thing they can do. They bring a joy of owning and wearing a diamond, not just today, but tomorrow and into the future. That's why it's important to us.
And it should be to you too, because nothing brings more joy than a diamond from Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra since 1928.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, you know what that music means. It's time for a football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers, Mandarin and Orange Park. Mandy and her dream team will get you straightened out. There when you need them, always with a winning game plan. It's Allstate agent Mandy Bowers, Mandarin, and now Orange Park. Kareem Jackson, a.k.a. the heat-seeking missile, has been suspended without pay 4 games. He just repeatedly keeps, going with these high, hard shots. Most recently, he was against Josh Dobbs. Less than 2 minutes into the Broncos win on Sunday. 14-year veteran now, Kareem Jackson. Jackson was notified of his suspension Monday. In the letter, the NFL said, on the play in question, you lowered your head, you delivered a forceful blow to the shoulder and head neck area of an opponent when you had time and space to avoid such contact. You could have made contact with your opponent within the rules, yet you chose not to. Dobbs was running. He's actually a running back on the play. One of those Wildcat type of formations. He wasn't penalized on the play, by the way. And he'd lose about $500,000. He's been fined 4 times this season for unnecessary roughness. The game has certainly changed. Tom Brady was on with, I believe, Stephen A. He was asked just his comments on the NFL now with, about 8 months of perspective since retiring following last year. And Brady had some interesting comments, particularly about how the game has changed and maybe not for the better in terms of what the definition of what football is. Here he is.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. Yeah. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
Why not? Why not?
I think the coaching isn't as good as it was. I don't think the development of young players is as good as it was. The rules have allowed a lot of bad habits to get into the actual performance of the game. Mm-hmm. So I just think the product, in my opinion, is less than what it's been. I look at a lot of players like Ray Lewis and Rodney Harrison and Ronnie Lott and guys that impacted the game in a certain way, and every hit they would have made would have been a penalty. You hear coaches complaining about their own player being tackled and not necessarily, why don't they talk to their player about how to protect himself? We used to work on the fundamentals of those things all the time. Now they're trying to be regulated all the time. Offensive players need to protect themselves. It's not up to the defensive player to protect the offensive player. A defensive player needs to protect himself. I didn't throw the ball to certain areas because I was afraid players were going to get knocked out. Mm-hmm. That's the reality. Wow. I didn't throw it to the middle when I played Ray Lewis because you knock him out of the game, and I couldn't afford to lose a good player.
There's a lot of valid points there. And by the way, you want to talk about like completion percentages and passer ratings and why they've gone up? There's a little hint there, a little context clue within what Brady said. I wouldn't throw to open guys sometimes. I knew they were about to get lit up. That's part of playing good defense, that fear factor, which is, might still be there, but it's certainly, as Tom Brady just said, going to be regulated. Eagles 9-1. The Eagles have been 9-1 4 times, Shazam, in their history. All 4 times they were previously 9-1. They went to the Super Bowl that year, and it's hard not to say that's not the trajectory again this year after they go into Kansas City and win. It leaves the top of the AFC a jumbled mess. 5 teams now with 3 losses. Our Jaguars among those. The Ravens suddenly with the best record in the conference at 8-3, but only because they played one more game than the rest of us. Chiefs got some issues, man. They're the lowest scoring team in the second half. I think it's like under 5 points a game now in the second half this year. They had a 10-point lead at halftime. They dropped a touchdown pass. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Coach Reed's office. They dropped 6 balls in all. They lost at home for the second time this year. And, yeah, the Eagles beat the Chiefs last night in Monday Night Football. You know your quarterback position is a mess, and you lose confidence with the fan base and, quite frankly, the media, to me, if what happened yesterday in New York happened. Work with me here. I got no problem that you've reached the point that, okay, despite saying over and over that Zach Wilson gives us the best chance to win, we are going to make a quarterback change here in New York. Acceptable, an answer many fans want to hear. But then you lose some credibility to me when you make the move, as the Jets did yesterday. Finally had enough. They go to Tim Boyle at quarterback. The Jets would rather have a Boyle than Zach Wilson. But here's where the credibility just makes you wonder. Does Zach Wilson go into the backup role, which would seem like normal if you've been the starter all this time? Okay, there's a guy better than you. No. QB3. That just tells you we've been living a lie here as a Jets fan. These dudes trotting him out week after week. Got 1 touchdown in 8 games. They're trotting him out week after week after week, telling us he's the best option. And now that you're going to bench him for a Boyle, he's QB3? Cooper Kupp has reached that point, buddy, where it just seems like there is an injury for this dude every other week. He can't consistently stay on the field. It began at the end of last year. It crept into this year, first with a hamstring. Now day to day again after getting banged up against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. Joey Bosa of the Chargers, after another loss by his team and dead man walking, Brandon Staley, their head coach, has a foot sprain, likely headed to the IR. Chargers charging, going to be sub 500 probably by the time the year ends, and inevitably will making it be a change. I guess the hot rumor out there is that that's the place that Bill Belichick could land, could wind up. The Ravens now saying an outside chance tight end Mark Andrews could return this year after initially thinking he suffered a season-ending injury against the Bengals in Thursday Night Football. Boy, that was a devastating night. Bengals lose their quarterback. The Ravens lose Andrews, but apparently now he could be coming back. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers, Mandarin, and now Orange Park. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. We got Chris Doering, a half hour out for the Doering Report, the big Florida State game this weekend. And we'll keep you infotained for what is basically, I guess we could call it a Thursday on a short week, so to speak. Back with more next on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Great tires are an important part of a good drive.
That's a great drive right there.
And Tire Outlet brings you the drive of the game.
We don't make mistakes and I don't stop us.
On 1010XL. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit us today during the Season of Inspiration sales event or shop online at HodgesMazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Welcome to Otterson Wealth Advisors of Raymond James, your local resource for financial know-how. The entire team is a symphony of knowledge, working harmoniously to orchestrate your financial dreams into reality. Experience the Otterson Wealth Advisors Advantage, where our expertise, empathy, and precision converge to craft a roadmap to your financial triumph. Visit OttersonAdvisors.com and let us turn your aspirations into achievements. Otterson Wealth Advisors, your goals, our expertise. Raymond James Associates, Inc., member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Family and friends coming over for Thanksgiving, but the house is a mess? That's why First Coast Home Pros is here. Let their maid services keep your home spotless for the holidays. You're a great host. Let's keep it that way. FirstCoastHomePros.com.
PRI Productions is the official game day production partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi, I'm Randy Goodwin, president and owner of PRI Productions. chances are, if you've been in Jacksonville over the last 30 years, you've seen our work, from corporate and social events to concert production and much more. We have the equipment and expertise to make your next event memorable. So call the experts at the Jaguars Call. PRI Productions, bringing your ideas to life.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Did you know that all graduates of Local 234's apprenticeship program are licensed journeymen? That means all plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC techs will have hundreds of hours of experience and have passed the Jacksonville City Licensed Journeyman exam. They're the best trained and safest skilled tradespeople in the industry. Don't leave yourself exposed to inadequate workmanship or even danger. Always hire a licensed journeyman. Local 234. Make the right connection. Equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes with a quick 2-week check-in on my Awaken 180 journey. And are you ready for this? I'm 16 pounds lighter. I've hit my first major milestone. I'm back to running, something I haven't done in more than a year. Now, do you have to run to lose weight with Awaken 180? Absolutely not. Exercise is great and encouraged, but if losing weight is your goal, it's about what you put in your mouth. That's where Awaken 180 steps in. Every week, my coach Kristen dives into my stats, not just body weight, but fat percentage, water weight, and other metrics, and adapts my plan accordingly. They're not guessing, everyone. This is real weight loss. Thanksgiving is here, and I already have a plan that will allow me to enjoy the feast and still see the pounds melt away. Look, Awaken 180 isn't just a diet. It's real. It's life. So if you're thinking about a change, think Awaken 180. Call them at 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com. Real life, real changes, real results.
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family, right? Hicken here for Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not an attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing to do in the world, but it's something that you must get on your to-do list. And besides getting your assets get to the people that you choose, planning will help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's a guy who's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions, reach out. Matt will have the answers. 527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Offices, Jacksonville, Florida. Don't let the state decide your fate.
Arthritis is the most common cause of joint pain in America and affects more than 50 million adults. Dr. George Bari here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. For reliable diagnosis and comprehensive treatment options, come see me and the specialists at Bari Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. With more than 35 years of experience in orthopedics, our team delivers compassionate and dedicated care to relieve your pain. Set up a visit today by scheduling online or calling the office. Log on to BariOrthopedics.com with locations across Jacksonville.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by First Coast Honda Dealers. I'm E.T. The rivalry between the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles continues this weekend. Head coach Billy Napier spoke on just that.
One of the more historic rivalries in all of college football. I think it's a privilege to be an opportunity of that, for not only our players but the entire organization. This is a game that matters 24/7, 365. We're certainly excited about being in the Swamp Saturday night, sold-out crowd. I think that's 5 straight for Gator Nation, so we're very thankful for that.
The Florida Gators lead the overall series 37-27. Currently, it's 7:03 and it's 69 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken Arrival next.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it!
I found the WMDs.
Yes, sir! Woo! Woo!
Wow. Primal.
Super Tuesday!
Yeah. I vote turkey.
Do, 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 do.
Can you name this group?
Yeah, this is Smash. King Pumpkins.
Okay.
Right? Am I wrong? Then
know the song,
get
though.
me through.
Tell him who it is. Tell him who it is, so next time he's asked.
Do you know who it is?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, I don't know. I would say
Somebody we've heard of.
It's like the Hanson Brothers or Jonas Brothers, or that's what I would have gone.
Third Eye Blind.
Third Eye Blind.
Uh-huh. There you go.
I love me some Third Eye Blind.
I can
It's
tell.
uplifting.
Yeah.
It's happy.
Them and the Smashing Pumpkins. You like to smash your pumpkin over a Third Eye Blind.
I would.
And then I have the Jonas Brothers and the Hanson Brothers come in and clean it up.
Mbop.
Mbop.
You know what makes Patrick Mahomes so great?
What's that?
One play last night to me.
Okay. They lost,
I know. 4th and 25.
Yeah, he put it on him.
He had a first down.
Yeah. They drop a bunch, boy. And Kelsey's out of sorts. I mean, he's getting Cinderella here by Taylor. He's in La La Land.
I'll tell you something else I learned last night.
What's that?
That Jason Kelsey's a heck of a football player. I watched him a little bit, like they kind of featured him on some.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that guy is 36. He pulls on a lot of plays. He's good, man. He just mows people down. And he's right about that brotherly shove.
What did he say?
He hates that play more than anybody.
Does he?
Because he's at the bottom.
Well, that's for
He
sure.
says it hurts.
Yeah, you get claustrophobic with that.
He has to snap it. He has to go low. There's 1,500 pounds of men on top of him. It kills his body. It always works. It's unbelievable.
I saw a stat last night that you want us to talk about unbelievable.
But that throw by Mahomes on 4th and 25 was so impressive to me. I mean,
Here's the problem. He made a nicer throw, and that's why this is being piped through the PA this morning when you arrive at Chiefs facility. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Coach Reed's office. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I mean, you got to catch right. That's right. You just laid it right in your lap, bro. So that you could argue lost them the game. I saw the most amazing stat. Let me share it before I forget it, because I will. This is unbelievable. I had to go back and verify it.
Uh-huh.
All right. A Dailies Double Take brought to you by The Dash. Oh, pure deliciousness. Swing by The Dash today, gang, and tighten up. Hassan Reddick. Did you see this stat?
Hassan Reddick.
How many sacks do you think he has in his last 28 games?
Well, I think he had like 16 or 17 last year.
Yeah, he did. He's had 28 sacks in his last 28 games.
Dang, I knew it was going to be a number.
What now? 28 sacks in his last 28 games?
He's getting one a game. He has, 9 or 10 this year?
He's got 8.5 this year. Had 16 last year, 11 the year before that in Carolina, 12.5 the year before that in Arizona. Why can't we find a guy like that? How come when we went and got Arden Key, he didn't have 12.5? Then he'd be here continuing to spread his culture and his message and saving our city.
Dang you, Arden.
Now we got to go face C.J. Stroud and those Texans.
Ah.
No problem.
Well,
We
no.
didn't sack them either, did we?
No.
Yeah.
They had the backup line working that day.
They've done real well since they had 11 sacks in those first two. They've had 11 in the 8 since.
Giving up 11?
Yeah, their O-line's gotten much better.
Done your research on
I have. I was actually looking at C.J. Stroud, and I noticed, but Stroud has 5 of his 6 interceptions, or 4 of his 5 the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, they've won, but he's been a little more human, and I think maybe usually it's the rookie having to figure out the league. I think the league's figuring out the rookie a little bit, right?
We had Cisco on last night. We were talking to him about Stroud, and I'll say this: I think the team is. I think they're confident. I think they're confident going into the game against the Texans, so it'll be a lot of fun. And with the Kansas City loss, now here's the thing that I also took away though. Late in the game they threw up the Kansas City remaining schedule. Did you look at that?
Yeah,
it's easy.
Well, I thought so too, and then when I went back and looked this morning, I said, "Well, they do got to play at Buffalo." I know Cincinnati.
No,
is,
you could lose that. I mean,
Cincinnati and what they're. It's you know what? There's a wild card with Cincinnati because the Browning kid didn't play too terrible when he got put in the game.
Yeah, They're not at Buffalo either. They're home against.
They're home against Buffalo.
Yeah, they're at Vegas.
It's at Cincinnati then.
Yeah. No, they're home against Cincinnati.
Good Lord.
That's Arrowhead, man. Some reason they
got
host all the
Detroit
big
and
games.
Philly too. But I mean, you're talking about a team that lost at Denver.
Well, they're done with Philly, and
I'm
they
saying
don't
they
have
got
Detroit.
They got them at home this year. I'm saying they did too.
But they don't play them anymore.
No,
I'm just talking about the remaining schedule.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, look at their toughest games. They played at Jacksonville, and that's it.
Okay, they got Vegas twice, sweep.
I see. I won't say that so quick because
will.
only because they went to Denver and lost, and this offense is no good. They're going to be in games now because the offense isn't what it was. Now the defense is great.
That's fair. But, okay, they got Vegas twice, favored.
I believe they'll win.
Green Bay, favored.
I believe
Buffalo, favored.
Green Bay at Green Bay.
Yeah.
See, I think this Chiefs team to me looks like it could lose a couple of those. The old Chiefs, I'm with you. They'll romp through, get the top seed
at New England.
Yeah.
Against Cincinnati and at the Chargers.
Yeah.
Now, if the Chargers had to win the last game and it didn't matter, it could be one of those.
I think they'll lose 2. I think they're going to end up with 5.
Okay, that's fine.
And so is that leaves it open? There's an opening.
That means we got to lose 4.
Yeah.
Total.
That's right.
We've lost 3.
That's correct.
So
same with the Ravens.
It's doable.
Same with the Dolphins. Same with the Browns. They're all in that position. You can believe in them or not believe them as much or as little as you want, but that's the bottom line. There are 5 teams now in the AFC with 3 losses, and down the home stretch will come. And buddy, it ain't going to be fun stepping up to this microphone Monday morning if the Jags don't take care of business Sunday at Houston, because then the sky is falling and the disbelief is legitimate, man. I mean, at some point, if you're going to be the big dog, because I got news for you, Hick, and you know this. Let me tell you in Houston what they would not do. And not just pure fanaticism. They wouldn't trade C.J. Stroud for Trevor Lawrence. No, they wouldn't.
But you know what we wouldn't do in Jacksonville?
Same.
Yeah. So,
but that may be the more fanboy position at this point than theirs. We'll see. It's early.
Yeah.
His career is early.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence has more 100 quarterback ratings than anybody in the NFL this year.
Does he? 6 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to point out Trevor's positives, Dan. He's not generational enough for everyone from time to time.
Well,
that happens, man. Patrick Mahomes wasn't great last night. Now, his guys didn't help him. Jalen Hurts wasn't great last night. No. How'd you like to have A.J. Brown in fantasy, and you just need like 2 points to win? 1 catch, 8 yards, but a lot of screaming. He's a diva.
I can't deal with these diva receivers.
Yeah, they are divas, man.
I mean,
They're
good gosh.
They are. Them in the corner.
Devontae, Stephon, A.J. Yeah. Oh, you guys are a pain in the neck. I mean, am I right? I mean,
yeah, they're divas.
Oh, my gosh, dude. And then you throw them the ball and they drop it. We can't say anything then, you know?
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because I'm By the way, Kelsey didn't play great last night. He's lucky he got his touchdown pass. Otherwise, he would have had a very nondescript game. And he had a huge fumble. And I kind of rooted for that. I was pulling for the Eagles. And I like Jason better than Travis.
Well, I'm telling you, I just here's one of those where I got to root for the. I told you when he aligned with Tay-Tay, it was they're going to be the death of the dadgum Chiefs. He's distracted. His mind is in Brazil last night. It's not in Arrowhead. The guy went to Germany and he caught like 14 yards.
Timeout. Timeout. For years,
Little
I railed
Tay-Tay.
against Yoko Bunshin.
Yeah, well, this is different.
How's it different?
I tell you how it's different.
I railed against Yoko Bunshin, and he'd yell at me.
Yeah, you know why?
And he'd say, Tom's okay. And I'd say, he's in the flowers of Sao Paulo.
Right.
And you would yell at me and
That's
say,
right.
no.
You know why? Because he'd come home and win the Super Bowl. That's why.
Huh?
You yelled and there was nothing bad happening. I don't
It
know.
was bad.
No.
He had he won 3 early.
Yeah.
And then he had a long
You're so
walk
silly.
in the desert.
You're just silly.
Where
Won
he
it-
didn't win.
MVPs and everything
He
else.
didn't
Just
win.
quit it.
And all of a sudden, Kelsey hooks up with Tay-Tay, and you're telling me the same narrative.
Okay, Brady never had like one reception for 14 yards. Just stop it. You were wrong on Brady. I'm right on Kelsey. It's okay.
Dang.
That's just not fair.
Well, don't bring it up.
That's ridiculous.
You know, keep your wrong opinions to yourself about Kelsey.
How is it any different? Is all I'm asking.
Because Brady is the best quarterback of all time. You said in the middle of his career that his career was over. That's a huge L for you. I wouldn't even bring that up as a point of comparison.
Bringing it right up
Like
now.
07, 08, he's saying that Brady's done. He'll never win again. He's dancing in the flower gardens of Carnival.
And then he went on to have another
he
Hall
had
of
a
Fame
whole
career.
other 3 or 4 titles
Yeah.
and MVPs. So
Well, the point was
it was a bad take.
Well, just like this one will be proven to be.
That- but it's
I mean,
not yet,
Kelsey
is it?
right now
It's
has
not.
had like 4 games with
Yeah.
Tay-Tay,
Which
and
she's
you're
got-
ready to write him off. And
she's
one of
gotta
them,
be
he was
there.
a monster.
She's got to be there is my point.
Oh,
yeah, that's
she's
my
gotta
point.
be
I should have said that. Yeah, no, the game that she was at, he did great. He's got to have his little lovey-dovey girlfriend up in the box, or he's just in la-la land. He's depressed, I guess. I don't know. Was he sad? I think he was maybe he was texting her during the game or something.
Well,
Do you think he plays? Do you think now he plays only Tay-Tay songs in his playlist?
Not only, but there's definitely more.
And I'll say this:
he's learning the lyrics.
He's definitely learning.
Did you see the
lyrics.
story how they hooked up?
No.
Do you care?
Yeah.
You do. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's why I asked. Some
Uh-huh.
some in the audience are like, you can't.
They'll be all right.
All right. Here's how they hooked up. He had some help inside her camp, and she did a concert at Arrowhead. And while she was at the concert, also all her little cousins and stuff, they wanted to take pictures at Travis Kelce's locker. Made it, and Mahomes too, I'm sure. But that was one of the big.
Uh-huh.
And so he had someone on the inside who said, "Man, you should check this guy out. He likes you, yada yada." And she texted him straight up.
Oh wow.
Kelsey's just riding along. He gets a text from Taylor Swift. Huh? And the rest, as they say, is history, as is Travis Kelce's production for my fantasy team. I got a vested interest. You know that all along.
I just got.
But, I mean, Mahomes had a bad end zone interception. Kelsey fumbled in the red zone. Marquez Valdez-Scantling dropped the ball. We worry about our offense here, Hick. This is why we say, just walk it off the ledge a little bit. When your team is not playing great, it doesn't mean your team is not still at the least very good.
No, but they're gripping in Kansas City because the
Sure
offense.
they are.
And they're trying to find reasons. The reason's simple.
Okay.
It's not Matt Nagy. It's not Eric Bieniemy. It's the
Right.
receivers.
Yeah.
They can't catch the football.
Yeah, fair.
Period. End of story. And not having Cheetah may have caught up to him a little bit finally, but
yeah.
it didn't, and they won a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
for sure.
So they won that argument.
But here's the deal.
You
Honestly-
tell me the deal.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean it sanctimoniously.
Oh.
Just here's the dealio.
Sounded
And
kinda
you're
like
just kind of edgy today, man. It's
Not
It's
edgy.
a holiday week.
Hey, E, what was the name of that song?
Apparently, it's about drug addiction and
Yeah.
ODing. So
Crystal
we've
meth.
Got it. Yeah, but here's the problem.
It just has a nice
The
beat,
problem
man.
is you're the problem if you know that. The rest of us are just do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name of the song? E?
Semi-charmed life.
Semi-charmed
Yeah,
Life.
there you go.
Oh,
Here
boy.
he's going to read the bio on this. Is not going to go good.
No, I wanted to see the lyrics. I didn't know. Here are the lyrics. Do do do
Right.
do do
Right.
do 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 do
Okay.
do.
Okay, there you go. That's all you
I'm
need.
packed and I'm holding. I'm smiling. She's living. She's golden.
That's
she
the drug.
lives for me. She says she lives for me.
Yeah, that's the drug. I
Ovation, her own motivation.
Yeah.
She comes around and she goes, "Oh dear," and I'm, "Oh dear, oh boy." We were singing along to that happy song.
No, we was do.
Oh.
We were just do.
All right, I just want to go back to this.
Why would you write such a do kind of
I just-
song
I
about,
just-
about the ODing?
I just want to go back to this lyric-y. Do 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 do, and leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Googans, for
yeah,
letting us know.
yeah. And if you know what that was about beforehand, that's on you, man, and your trials and tribulations. We didn't go down that.
Not at all.
Here's the deal. Back to the dealio.
Yes,
In the form of a question. So just relax.
I'm fine.
So you don't think the Chiefs can win it all?
Sure, I do.
Well, there you go. That's my answer. That's what I mean about talking off the ledge. You're right. They're gripping in Kansas City today. And we should have gripped here last week. We were terrible against the 49ers. And I'll say this. If the Jags don't beat Houston this weekend, the grip is real. That's a problem. You've already lost to them at home. We're in the middle of the year.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
All right.
The grip is not real if we lose to Houston.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay. So you think if we lose to Houston, we're definitely still winning the division?
I think we will win the division, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I think we will win the division even if we lose to Houston again. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I'm very confident that we will win the division, by the way.
Okay. I'm not.
So
not if they lose. I am if
I
they win.
lose a game before December, no. And fall to 7-4 on the year?
But
no,
more
sir.
importantly, I'm thinking more who you're falling into that with, because then they have Denver at home.
That's fine.
They're at the Jets.
That's fine. Who have they lost to?
They're at Tennessee.
Who have they lost to?
They've got Cleveland at home. They got Tennessee at home, and then they're at Indy.
Yep. A lot of football left, my man. Who have they lost?
Yeah, I get who they've lost to. Who have they beaten? Have they won 3 in a straight? They won 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay, good for them.
So, yeah, they got a couple bad losses at Atlanta, at Carolina.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not making any all-encompassing statement
Yeah, I'm
based
not
on
either.
a loss
You're missing
in November.
All right. Well,
no, sir.
I think that's misplaced security if they lose this game and come back tied for the division lead.
I have major news about my baseball franchise. The curse has been lifted.
What are you talking about?
I feel like.
What do you mean?
I feel like we're going to win the World Series now.
Why? What happened? Who did they get?
Peace and Harmony, Jeff.
What happened?
It's called Peace and Harmony. I'm not going to say a word
Phil Peace and Matt Harmony?
Until Downtime with Dan.
Oh.
Because I don't want to waste your time and get your snide answers. Downtime with Dan is just a simple little 60-second segment in which I can do whatever I want and you can't answer.
Well, I hope it doesn't have anything. I hope it doesn't conflict with the headline that I'm reading this morning. I'm afraid it might. Because if you're talking about a rebirth of Mets passion, it wouldn't align with the headline that I'm reading. Braves reportedly in on recently posted free agent Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
It sounds like they're in on
So
it.
that's not your – I thought maybe that was the,
By the way,
reconnected passion.
If you had passion for Yamamoto like we do, you would know that at 8 o'clock this morning you can sign him.
Correct. I did know that.
So at 8:01, I'm expecting to see Mets sign Yamamoto.
Well, and maybe you will. I don't think so.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
This seems like one to me that
he's supposedly like the next phenom.
He's really good. Whenever the Mets are going to get the guy and it's talked about, we don't get the guy.
Yeah.
Great counsel. I can go through the list.
Let's talk some college ball with Chris Doering.
Oh, I like that.
Right? We got a big game this weekend. It's, I was posturing it this way in the 6 o'clock hour. We talked to Chris last week, and among the three of us, what's the more likely upset, do you feel? Florida at Missouri or Florida at home against FSU? And not that either had a high probability, but he thought probably at home in the swamp, maybe gets the Magic. That would be the more likely upset.
The spread is half of what it was at Missouri.
Well,
just for the record.
the record, and the reason for that is, for the record, is because the Gators went up and actually played competitive football. They didn't win. They played losing football ultimately, but they, if FSU was the more likely upset, and you went up there and lost the game in the final seconds, it would tend to lend to its even more of a chance, you would think. Okay. More on that.
This is the drill.
Here's Downtime with Dan. Importantly, he's been, apparently he's scripted it this morning. I'll be quiet.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Oh, the curse has been lifted. The smog is cleared. Clear skies, blue skies, and selling for the New York Metropolitans in 2024 and going forward. Why? Because Francisco Lindor has delivered on the promise. Frankie promised Jeff McNeil 2 years ago if he won the batting championship, he'd buy him a new car. And we had to keep asking, where's the car? Where's the car? And Lindor would laugh and giggle, and McNeil wouldn't say anything. Where's the car? Well, finally, ladies and gentlemen, the bet has been paid. McNeil now the proud owner of a brand new Ford Bronco, courtesy of Francisco Lindor. It looks beautiful. It's wonderful. Everybody can get along now. I feel like we'll be playing October baseball. Thank you.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
That's not true. Yep.
Stop paying for exterior paint that doesn't protect your home or business. Rhino Shield's beautifully durable coatings will never chip, crack, or peel. They back that up with a 25-year warranty. No mold, no mildew, no algae, and most importantly in Florida, no water intrusion, right? You know, you get a leak in your... You don't get that with Rhino Shield, man. It's got a shield of protection. It saves you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. So with 0% financing and new low pricing, never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Get a free estimate today at RhinoShieldJax.com. That's RhinoShieldJax.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba, Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Upgrade your home with a winning combination of style and performance with custom windows and patio doors. For a limited time, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer expires November 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Anderson. Proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit RBAFLA.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Now, the Hurricane Report. Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
The Miami Hurricanes dropped another close one on Saturday, this time to number 9 Louisville 38-31. Surprisingly, Miami got a great performance out of quarterback Tyler Van Dyke, who threw for 327 yards and a touchdown. But the real star of the game for Miami was freshman running back Mark Fletcher Jr., who had 17 carries for 126 yards and a career-high 2 touchdowns. Miami ends the season this Friday at noon at Boston College.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hickett and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Once in a lifetime savings.
Beards Diamonds 43rd anniversary sale. Up to an unbelievable 43% off. Loose diamonds, mounted diamonds, diamond earrings, necklaces, even Rolex watches.
Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Stop stealing joy from loved ones by missing out on making memories because of your joint pain. PRPrelief.com has the answer. A local clinic with natural regenerative treatments. Go to PRPrelief.com today for your joint pain.
Picture walking through your home and feeling the natural elegance that only hardwood can provide. I'm Shane with Renew Solutions, and for replacing or refinishing wood floors, I've got you covered. Visit RenewJacksFloors.com.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Mr. Rooter, Mr. Rooter. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying. They can also signal a major problem or electrical emergency. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
888-8 Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Do you love sports? Do you also love wings? Enjoy the best wings in Jacksonville in Miramar, Mandarin, and Oakleaf at Players Grill. Watch your favorite teams and enjoy burgers, pizza, salads, and of course, wings. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Okay, Gator Nation. Are you ready to do that Gator Chomp with your boy E.T.? Well, guess what? Brackish Vodka and myself have something special brewing up for you at the Miller's Ale House for that Gator game versus Florida State. So come and join your boy this Saturday, November 25th at the Ale House over in Tinseltown for the ultimate Florida Gator game watch party. And we taking it to the next level, baby. Ale House is now pouring that Brackish Vodka, so you know I'm in there. Proud partners of your Jacksonville Jaguars. So gather all your folks and come cheer with me, E.T., this Saturday, November 25th at the Miller's Ale House in Tinseltown. Come on, somebody.
Rock Resurrection Tour, starring Theory of a Dead Man and Skillet. Friday, November 24th, Daly's Place. Same night, same stage. With special guest Saint Asonia. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Theory of a Dead Man. Skillet. Together live.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
He played wide receiver and wore number 28 for the head ball coach with over 2,000 yards and 31 touchdowns for the Gators. His teammates called him Captain Doe. He's now an analyst for SEC Network. And here on The Drill, Chris Dory.
Brought to you by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm glad that we have Chris Doring this morning.
You are.
I'm
glad we have him every time we have him.
I am too.
Okay.
He's the SEC Network.
Yes, he
does
is.
a show with his cat, Peter Burns.
You kind of have it out for Peter Burns.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
And I'm going to tell Doring why.
Yeah, well,
I went at him on Twitter.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I know,
I don't know why you
Chris.
stir up these things.
Chris,
with
I
your,
know I'm just a local slappy. Don't get me wrong. And I know you guys are national. Okay, I get it. I get the pecking order here. But Peter Burns doesn't have the right, Chris Doring, to tell us on Twitter that the Heisman is a two-player race right now. No, it's not. No, it's not. I am a Heisman voter, Chris Doring, and I'm considering those two, but I'm considering 5 or 6 right now. How about that?
Hey, you have every right to do that.
Thank you,
but
Fred.
I think that the bigger message is that you fell into the trap that Peter Burns wants you to fall
Damn
into.
him!
And that's
Yes.
to incite you into
He got you.
responding.
Yeah.
Damn him!
He got you. You got Peter burned.
I sent him a tweet. I said, I'm a Heisman
Might want to
voter.
get that checked out, by the way.
I
Anyway.
didn't get the memo. It was a two-player race, and leave Doring alone.
Oh.
That's what I told him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure Chris appreciates that part.
You would like him in person. You know, he sucks on Twitter, but in person he's
I
a good
know
guy.
it. I kid because I care.
Chris, we're to Tuesday now with Florida State week. I think we can all admit, just from a standpoint, that you feel for Jordan Travis. This guy didn't get the chance to put his stamp on FSU legacy like Charlie Ward, Chris Winkie, and Jameis Winston did. And he's the only one of those three that took over a dumpster fire and led FSU to where they are. So I feel for his lack of opportunity to finish things out.
I do too, and just watching the story from I guess the off season that he did with Marty Smith and understanding what he went through to get to that point, to have the opportunity to be the starting quarterback there at Florida State, makes you like him even more. And he's one of those guys heading into the season I thought was going to be on that list of Heisman candidates at the end of the season. Didn't exactly go that way for him, but still a great career and gruesome injury. I think about, and I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but in my mind, getting injured in a game, the only thing worse than getting injured in a game against North Alabama is getting injured in practice. Like you'd like to get injured. If you had to get injured, you want to be injured in a big game on a big stage, and for him to get hurt the way that he did before one of the biggest games of the season was disappointing.
It changes the game, though, Chris, right? I mean, and to the point we've made this, and you'd like for teams to be at full strength. Grant Mertz deserves to change. He's had a great year to play FSU in the Swamp, but you almost feel like FSU with Rodemaker versus Florida with Brown is less of an advantage than it would have been with FSU Travis versus Florida Mertz, or is that not fair?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I felt this way, but I did feel like Florida had a great chance to win this game last week as I was handicapping it before, looking at the two quarterbacks going out. But now it's a little bit of a crapshoot because neither defense really has a great feel for who that quarterback is they'll be facing and the style of offense that maybe the offensive coordinators and play callers will use against their defenses. So I do think you had a better beat on it. I know that Jordan Travis is much more elusive and killed us last year with some of the scramble plays that he made, particularly on third downs. But I do think it kind of is a little bit of a crapshoot now with both of these quarterbacks and not really knowing what they're going to be offensively this week.
Our friend Chris Doring from the SEC Network, former Gator, joining us on the program. Chris, I must go back to Saturday first for a minute. I'm sitting there and amongst the Gator Nation, just excited, about to get a bowl game, about to get a gritty, gutty performance, team playing hard, making things happen, kicking a field goal to take the lead late, Chris, stop them on first, stop them on second, get a penalty. Their running back steps out of bounds with a 2-yard loss. I got 4th and 17, Chris. Chris, what happened on 4th and 17? Is it the linebackers, Chris? Is it why aren't we just on that first down area? Oh, Chris, what happened? Tell me from a football standpoint, please.
Let's go back to what happened in Florida's final possession, though. I mean, Trevor Etienne has to have the wherewithal to stay in bounds and not go out of bounds and stop the clock. I mean, you basically gave Missouri a free timeout.
Yeah, so, free 40 seconds, basically.
Yeah, that was brutal. But, 4th and 17, man, you got to – I went back and watched the tape. There's nobody. The linebackers are playing, about 10 yards in front of the line to gain. There's nobody. There's not a single eligible receiver in front of them. They've got to play the sticks. They've got to be able to play at the line to gain and come back. And if there is somebody that catches it in front of them, rally to the football. But you don't let them hit it behind you at the yardage they need to get the first down.
Where are you on the future of this Florida defense with the young defensive coordinator? You got young players out there. Obviously either there's a coaching mistake to not have them backed up, where, like you just mentioned, or it's a player mistake not recognizing what you should. But just from what you've seen, often defenses can make a big jump from one year to the next when they're playing a lot of young talent. This isn't a prediction; it's a question.
I think there's a lot of really young players, whether you're talking about freshmen or you're talking about first-year players in the defense that have transferred in. You have a new coordinator that you mentioned is very young in his career and has a lot of promise. The frustrating thing is that you see them play really well, and you see what they're capable of doing, and then you see the busts and the missed assignments and the lack of focus, and it frustrates you, particularly in some of the biggest moments. But I do think Florida, the silver lining is that there's a lot of guys that are getting some much-needed experience that maybe more importantly are taking some much-needed lumps that'll help them learn some lessons going forward. I go back to kind of what I said on Saturday night. That's last year Missouri was involved in 6 one-possession games. They went 2-4 in those games. This year they've been involved in 4 of them, and they've won all 4. So I think there is something to be said for playing in tough, close football games, particularly when you're young, and what that can do to help you learn how to win those games in the future.
Here's a stat for you that I saw this week that I'm not particularly fond of. The Gators are dead last in the SEC in sacks. They have 19 sacks. They don't get the quarterback. They blitzed the heck out of Missouri on Saturday night, in my opinion.
They affected him this week.
Huh? That's the problem. That's been the problem, is the fact that Florida can't generate any sort of pressure without having to blitz. I would promise you, if you go back and look, Florida probably has brought more corner blitzes than anybody in the country.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
But we go back to 4th and 17.
Yeah.
4th and 17, they didn't play prevent. They rushed 4 and couldn't get any pressure at all. The fact that you can't get any pressure on a quarterback to allow the receivers to get to 17, 18 yards of depth is a problem. So until they get those big, physical, athletic defensive linemen that Georgia and Alabama and some of the other teams in the conference have, we're going to be dealing with these numbers, and you're going to talk about lack of sacks. And at the end of the day, that's those guys are the highest paid players in the NFL, the guys that can rush the quarterback, and Florida doesn't have enough of them right now.
And one more thing on the defensive side of the ball. I think Florida, not in the SEC, I think in the country, 133rd in giving up 40-yard plays or more. They've given up more 40-yard plays or more than anybody in the country. I mean, that is getting gashed. And it's like that running back from Missouri. I mean, how many times have we watched this year? And again, you know the lingo, you know what you're supposed to do. But the term we always get is, well, the fits weren't very good. I mean, it's like we go one way, they go the other. They break through the line, and they're untouched.
Yeah, that Cody Schrader touchdown was exactly that. That was a missed fit where you didn't have anybody in the gap that he was running to. So, it ends up being a long touchdown like that. But I don't. Do you have the number? You said the most 40-yard plays.
Yeah.
How many of them are passes and how many of them
That's
are
a
runs?
good question. I don't have that. I don't have that. And
Too many runs, I bet.
Yeah.
They're misfits, all right. They're misfits. That's what they are. Graham Mertz deserves kind of a post-op synopsis on what he did this year. I think he surprised us all. Well, he certainly surprised this studio.
Most of us
with what he was able to do.
I said that on Twitter, and they I didn't whatever.
And also
80% of us didn't think Graham Mertz was the
answer. So Chris, as you kind of give us your evaluation and the importance of what he, I mean, this may have been a 2 or 3 win Florida team, quite frankly, without the way he played and his leadership and everything else. And I'll say this, too, about Billy Napier, who has gotten his fair share of criticism, and for sure, Max Brown looked ready to play. I think that says something when your guy's forced in last minute, and he looks ready. It didn't look too big for him, so I'll combo those two for you.
Yeah, let's start with Graham Mertz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of us were all that smoked up about the announcement that Graham Mertz was transferring in from Wisconsin. You go back and look at a lot of people's quarterback rankings in the preseason, they probably all have him in the bottom third. And I said it yesterday on our show. Like I think that was the most successful transfer portal acquisition of the offseason in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was everything that the coaching staff, that Billy Napier himself said he was to me when we talked in the spring before I called that game. Was this guy is a tremendous leader, a student of the game, a guy that's going to be perfect for our offense because he can get us into the right plays at the line of scrimmage, can throw the ball accurately, and is a competitor. And the ultimate praise I think you can say about a guy is a guy that loves to play the game and loves to compete. Coach Spurrier talked about that all the time. It was a John Woodenism that he would repeat over and over again about his favorite players, and Graham Mertz exemplified that on the last play of his potential career at Florida. I mean, I hope he comes back. I know he's got a COVID year. I think it'd be a great bridge between the present and the future with Lagway, but the way that he went after that first down, 3rd and 5, to me, I wish you had 22 guys out there on the field doing that, because that's when your team becomes a really good team, is when you have guys that want it that badly.
Yeah, and Max Brown, and look, he brings something to the office. I'm going to tell you this too before you get into that. This is what I've determined now after too many years of watching football, covering football, talking to guys as smart as you. All right, I've determined this: football can't defend the running quarterback.
Yeah.
He beats everyone at every level. If you got a good running quarterback, football cannot stop a running quarterback. And it's the most, and it doesn't have to be zone read, keep the ball and go 30. It's 3rd and 9, and you got the dude dead in the pocket, and he, jigs this way and jives that way and gets around and runs for the. It's just so demoralizing, and I don't think the running quarterback can be defended now. FSU loses one, Florida gains one. Does that play into this game at all?
Yeah, I think it does play into it. And let's go back to what you said about that. You're right, and I think we try to make this game of football way more complicated than it needs to be. Coach Spurrier used to always talk about the pass game simple, just throw it where they ain't, and the run game is simple because if you have numbers where you can block everybody, and you have an extra number in the box with the quarterbacks and his ability to run, then you should be able to gain yards every time you let the quarterback run. I think, as you mentioned, it's even more difficult in a pass rush situation. It limits what teams can do in terms of coverage, because if you're playing any sort of man coverage, you're going to have your back turned to that quarterback, and if he scrambles out of the pocket, it's a big gain. Look no further, and I'll go back to your original comment. I mean, whoever you vote for, it needs to be, Jayden Daniels at the top and then everybody else behind that. And Jayden Daniels, the reason why he's such a great player is because not only is he a really good runner, but he's a very accurate passer as well. And so when you have that combination, it makes it very difficult to defend. And I think Max Brown, the thing that we'll have to see from him is that he's going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities. Florida State's going to stack the box. They're going to commit the numbers to be able to defend the quarterback run. I think you'll see a heavy dose of zone read stuff. You'll see a heavy dose of boots and nakeds and different things where you try to get him on the move. So they're going to be aware of his ability to run, and he's going to have some one-on-one chances. And you saw Billy Napier and call some of those plays. The double move that Khalil Jackson caught was a one-on-one opportunity I think you run the ball a lot with Max, and then you take some shots, and you hope your receivers can either go make a play or get a pass interference call or knock the ball down. But I do think it completely changes the way that Florida State has to plan to defend this offense.
All right, my man. Well, great stuff as always. I know you got to get to work. We appreciate you so much, and we'll talk again next week.
Happy Thanksgiving, Chris. Enjoy your family.
You guys,
Thank you,
man.
buddy.
You guys.
All right,
Take care.
there he goes. Chris Doering from the SEC Network joining us with the Doering Report. He does it each and every Tuesday.
You know what's happened this year? This kind of surprised me because I was expecting to say, kind of Bo Nix offers the same, danger that Jaden Daniels does. A little bit, not quite as explosive. He's not running the ball this year.
No.
128 yards only. Now the sacks go against you.
Yeah.
But, he ran for 510 last year and 14 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This year, just 128 and 5 touchdowns. Of course, he's thrown for a career high. Is that the two that he says it's down to?
Yeah.
And who are the others? What caused you great offense there? Who are others that you think should be included?
I think you got to think about the kid in Washington. I think for sure.
Yeah.
I think you got.
I would make it. I don't know if I'd get much past 3. I'm not a voter. I'm saying from my perception of watching this season. Is there someone more outstanding than those 3? Is there any chance they will be?
What if Carson
Corum?
Beck? What if Carson Beck carves up Alabama?
Isn't he too far out of it at this stage? Isn't he too late?
Well, that doesn't mean is
Not
he the
to
most?
you.
As a voter, is he the most outstanding college football player in the country? All right.
Yeah.
Is Marvin Harrison Jr. the most outstanding? What if Marvin Harrison Jr. single-handedly beats Michigan? I think there's a lot of things still to be determined.
Okay.
We know who getting your vote, bro. You've been talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. ever since.
I've been on him early, but he's got it. No, he's got to be outstanding. And listen, I don't think Ohio State's quarterback's that good. I think that's why I think he stands out to me. Because I think without him, I don't think Ohio State would be undefeated.
Look, would I rather have Jaden Daniels than Bo Nix? Yes, I would.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm voting for the Heisman,
Mm-hmm.
I'm voting for Bo Nix over Jaden Daniels.
Why is that?
You got to win games, man. If you're a quarterback and you're the best player in college
there is
football,
precedence though for that not happening.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of quarterbacks who've quarterbacked 3.
I
think RG3. I think Timmy won his when they lost 3 or 4.
Yeah. No, that is you're right about that. Tim did definitely win it. I just, and here's another thing too. Although I guess the Alabama game really sticks out. People that watch that game and remember.
Yeah.
He hasn't been the dynamic. I think we're all just a little bit, thrown off a little bit because of what he did against Florida, and the Gators stink stopping the run.
Yeah.
We make K.J. Jefferson look like a Heisman candidate, and he had 234 that day, but he only has 2 other 100-yard games.
Right.
A big one, though, against Bama. Those back-to-back weeks, and then he almost had 100 against Georgia State. But in fairness, they held him back. He didn't do much of anything against Army. That's a game he could have padded some stats. I'm not sure he's not the most outstanding player. I'm not saying I would offend me if he won.
I'm not sure either. I'm not against. And he's probably the
3 biggest games.
And
I'm not putting it all on him, but especially since, the Ole Miss game, he scored 49. The defense didn't stop anybody. He scored 28 at Bama, but, his 3 losses are their 3 biggest games: Alabama, Ole Miss, and FSU.
Right.
So
stuff to consider. That's all.
Yeah, just to consider.
It's not a slam dunk.
I would be surprised, to Burns' point. And I know you don't like Peter Burns, and so that feeds this.
I don't know
but
who Peter Burns is.
I think at the end of the day that they will be that will be your 1 and 2 finishers in some order. I think they'll be first and second, Nix and Daniels. But Penix, you're right. He probably should be getting.
He sat there in the pouring rain the other night and led his team to another W.
Yeah.
So, and again, Nix against.
I'm okay with that.
How about Nix against Penix in the conference championship
game? And that's right before the vote, right?
Yes.
It's like the next day is the
deadline.
It's due. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill. Appreciate Chris Doering. All guests here on the drill appear on the All Pro Roofing Hotline, and so we'll be back with more on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL brings you the orange and blue.
Got it! Touchdown! Gators!
The Gators chomp the chop in the swamp. Florida State, Saturday at 7 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL.
Hey, like an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback at all costs, Craig and Christine Kaprowski, they do the same. This husband and wife team have teamed up to take care of our insurance needs. And you know what they are? They are all about customer service. They are there for you. You know what happens when this is what we want out of insurance people, right? We pay our dues every month. Something happens. We want them to be there for us. And Craig and Christine are there for us. If I call Craig and Christine, they call me back immediately. And that's what I need. The homeowner's auto flood, you got a boat. Craig and Christine are part of the Goosehead Insurance family. I trust them with my insurance needs. Maybe you should as well. If they can save you money, they will. But they're about customer service as well. So if you have any questions or thoughts, Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com or call 478-8422. That's 904-478-8422.
Unleash automotive excellence at Osteen Volkswagen of Jacksonville. Osteen Volkswagen is not just about cars, it's 27 years of family-owned operation and community. Visit Osteen Volkswagen today on Phillips Highway and at OsteenVW.com.
Thanksgiving is on the way. Time to pressure wash your house for when guests come over. First Coast Home Pros pressure washing services are gentle, yet incredibly effective. Let the pros wash all that mold and mildew away. FirstCoastHomePros.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, Jags fans. Walker Little here for my friends at Kingfish Pest Control. Playing offensive line in the NFL, I must block and protect on every down. When it comes to keeping my home pest-free, I expect that same level of protection. So I contacted Kingfish after seeing thousands of positive online customer reviews about their service. I can confirm from personal experience, bugs don't stand a chance getting past Kingfish Pest Control. Do what I did. Reach out to Kingfish Pest Control to protect your home, a proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
For your chance to win a $500 gift certificate from Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center, text the word SPARKLE to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010.
You know, car accidents are scary. That split second before impact when you try to drive your way out of it, but you just can't. And suddenly, your life changes forever. Your long-term medical outlook doesn't resemble the healthy future you had just seconds earlier. You can't swerve to miss the pain either. If a car accident has left you hurt and afraid, call 396-5555 now. It's time to turn your fear into fight. Farah & Farah, Jacksonville.
Gang, Pet Paradise is the ultimate home away from home for your, listen, let's be honest, they're like a family member. Pet Paradise's team of pet-loving pros will ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Pet Paradise has 6 Northeast Florida clinics, New Day Veterinary Care. They have 9 Northeast Florida locations overall. There's a Pet Paradise near you to take care of all your pet's needs, from a fresh cut and style to a place to play all day. So find the location nearest you. Visit petparadise.com, or better yet, download the Pet Paradise app. You can watch your pet play, snooze, and make new friends via that Pet Paradise app. They have everything under the most modern facilities for you and your pet. It's the ultimate home away from home. Don't forget those holiday reservations when you're traveling for the holidays. Make sure that you take care of Fido and Mittens there. From comfortable beds to playtime, they've got you covered with the suites at Pet Paradise. Go to petparadise.com to book today.
Football season means time on the couch and plenty of big games on the TV. Well, Florida Home AC knows you might be hitting the thermostat every time your team goes for the win. With family and friends hanging out for 4 quarters or more, the heating and AC unit will be working overtime. Stay cool with Florida Home AC. A simple phone call to 777-4300 and make sure your unit is primed for the fall when temps change constantly. Order a tune-up and enjoy the season. Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars.
Lee Smith here, new executive director of the Players Championship. It's no secret 1010 listeners have been great supporters of the Players, and we want to say thank you with some preferred pricing on your tickets for the 2024 Players. Just visit the Players Ticketmaster page
and use the promo code 904 to purchase up to 4 stadium passes or Intercoastal Club tickets per day and enjoy preferred pricing. This offer is only good November 16th through the 28th. We'll see you at the Players.
It's a primetime showdown you don't want to miss when your Jaguars take on the Bengals. This highly anticipated Monday night matchup is also our My Cause, My Cleats game, when your favorite players get to champion causes close to their hearts by wearing custom-designed cleats. Plus, don't forget to wear your darkest gear to help us black out the stands and defend the bank. A limited number of seats do remain, so head to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jags defense have the most takeaways across the NFL and have been an essential part to the success of the team. Head coach Doug Peterson is proud of his defense's execution in all aspects from the win on Sunday.
I don't think we talk enough about the defense. You know, they're the ones that have kept us in the majority of our football games this season. You know, and they did a nice job today. As one of the things that we knew going in, we'd have to, slow down this run game. I thought for the most part did a nice job, control the line of scrimmage, and, they played fast today, and that was good to see. Our secondary was on point. They were in the right positions. We had a chance to grab a couple balls. Mike Caldwell had a good plan for the guys. The coaches did a nice job preparing the players. They're a big part of this today.
Doug Peterson, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars Update.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit it.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to give out a prize pack. E, what is our prize pack today, sir?
Car wash. Talking about the car wash. I got a gift card for a free car wash at Liquid Sunshine. Plus, a free oil change from Tire Outlet. Holla at your boy.
All right, that's after the drill. Jeff, there's been a changing in this country. It's happened. It's almost official now. I believe so. I believe that they snuck this one past us as we've gotten older. But let's be honest. Let's call it like it is. Thanksgiving is a week-long holiday now.
Good.
It is a week-long holiday.
I'm down with it.
For sure.
I wish it were for us, but we'll take the two.
Yeah, you can look at it any way you want, but people, I know you Googans out there today. Many of you already, I'm not going in on Tuesday.
Good for them.
You're definitely not going in on Wednesday.
Love it.
And you're pulling out maybe early Tuesday afternoon.
I'm good with that.
Some of you just took the whole week. Might as well just take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, make it a week long.
Yeah.
But that's what's happened here. Schools closed.
Good.
I mean, it's a time of giving
Eat, drink,
thanks
and be merry.
For not just Thursday, Friday. I mean, there was a time and day where Wednesday afternoon we'd leave from school and then we'd have Thursday and Friday off.
Yeah.
Now it's take the whole week.
Well, good work if you can get it.
Yeah. I've just noticed
that's how,
that.
I guess you could say it that way.
E, do you have a lighter?
On me?
Yeah.
No.
You don't?
Not on me.
Oh.
What do you need?
You don't have a lighter anywhere?
What do you need a lighter for?
Huh?
What do you need a lighter for?
There's something that's going on here, and I was only going to show it to the YouTubers, but I was going to start a fire.
What do you mean you were going to start a fire?
Well, it's official. I'm disappointed in myself that I waited till Tuesday morning to do this, but what do you mean? Are we not YouTubers? Where do they watch us?
Yeah, we're definitely YouTubers.
Do we have a YouTube channel?
We are YouTubers.
On social media, are we not on right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let me give you a status check on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely are.
It's up, right?
We're all over the.
Are we
where
on
else
social
are we?
media platforms?
Huh?
Are we on Twitter? Can we watch on Twitter?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Okay. See.
Twitch,
Facebook,
Roku,
MySpace,
Apple,
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said that already.
Amazon Prime.
Stick. We can do Stick.
Yeah.
It's all there.
All that.
You can watch the show. We have huge numbers.
Do we?
Numbers.
People like to watch. It's McAfee-like, I think. Is that correct, E?
Is it coming after us too?
Huh? No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
But anyway, so allow me, E. Jeff, you can't see me, so that's the only negative about this whole setup is I used to be able to make contact with my man E. Then when they gave us this new studio, Jeff took my seat, so I can't. So Jeff can make contact. I can't see my guy. I see his right shoulder though.
I didn't intend
So I'm going to have to ask you.
to quote take your seat. We've got.
What? I'm gonna have to ask you to do the play-by-play here, though.
Well, I'm just first. I want to give a hearty congratulations to the lucky few, the 87 that are watching right now.
No, you got to refresh. I think we had 96.
Okay. And that's just on the YouTube too.
This is on the YouTube, man.
That's just on the YouTube. So
is that 97,000?
Correct.
Is that what they do? They just put the.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead and play-by-play here. What's happening?
Okay.
Describe it for the.
All right, we are sitting live in the 1010XO studios. He's
Can I have some do-do-do-do music for this, please?
It's a song about killing yourself with lots of drugs. It's not a happy.
It's not so happy.
Shouldn't be do-do-do at all.
Don't do.
Oh, we're up to 105. I mean, we're soaring right now.
Because I want to see what's going to happen.
This is cause and effect.
Yeah.
When we made Cat eat the chip, there's like thousands and thousands that were. Now we're up to 111.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
people
do
right
this
now are.
This
better be good. Well, let's see what we get to. Let's drive them to the YouTube. I mean, we just went from 96 to 111 in a hot minute. I don't know if that dance is going to repel them back away, but I don't know. Some sort of winged movement.
Okay, here we go.
Here he goes. All right, Dan takes off his headset. He rubs his hands together, stands up from his set seat. He did some sort of twirl move with his arms, setting up his. He's looking around now. He's gone over to the shelf. There's a Jags helmet. We got hats from the division rivals. He's taken the Colts hat. He's flung it across the studio. The Texans hat. He's flown it. I'm sorry, that was the Titans. Now he's got the Texans. He wants a lighter. Now he's bashing it against the set. Just bashing it. More and over. 125 now seeing this violent display. He's now pointing to, he's got a lighter. Oh, my God, he's gotten fire.
Pyro.
He's caught it on fire, man. Why don't you throw it over this way?
Pyro.
This guy has set a fire in the studio.
Maniacal. Oh, no.
Jeff put the fire out.
First of all, where'd you get the lighter? I see what's going on. And second of all, my man has set a fire in the studio. God, it smells like burning fabric.
Not since I set off the stink bomb in the
Wow.
studio. One of the great moments
Holy
in history.
cow.
Has that been so much fun?
Wow.
We can't have that. Those hats prominently displayed this week.
You know what you've done here? You've done something to us now. Now we're going to get some memo about promoting YouTube coverage because we just doubled the audience in
like
3
that.
minutes to watch you. Now we're up to 172.
Dang.
Where are you people at, man?
Shout out, boys and girls.
Listen,
Love
you get,
y'all.
You get WMD every day. You got White Man Dancing with Dan Hicken. It's just it's a show in and of itself.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone's supposed to like the videos. However, we're up to 172. We went from 95 to 170. We got a smoldering Texans hat in studio. We just burnt that bad boy like a piece of Texas steak.
I think the bigger news here is that E didn't have a lighter. It's kind of surprising to me.
No, I think the bigger news is
How do you like- how do you-
hold on. Let me stop you. The bigger news is your naivete, okay? Your acceptance of his answer is the bigger news. I would bet $1 million that if I go to E.T.'s car, I can find a lighter for her somewhere.
Because how do you
somewhere in there?
How do you fire up the woods? E?
Yeah, the woods. Settle down. 180 now. This is the kind of programming they demanded all along. Coming up next, Dan juggles water balloons on the drill. 190.
No lighter at all.
I ain't gonna lie, Jeffrey. You would have lost $1 million.
Really?
Only because I just got my car back. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I just got it back.
There you go.
But in the other car I had, you would have definitely found it.
Yeah, among other things.
Yeah.
If I had,
There's only 4 of us in the building right now. There's E, you, me, and Molly. You and Danger Girl.
We could find a lighter in this place somewhere, but I don't know where you. What did you use? A match?
No, I found the lighter.
That you use for your woods.
Yeah.
I gotta show y'all something real quick. Hold on,
People now, by the way, now that the fire has been lit, Ryan started the fire. If you're an Office fan, but yeah, now that you've already destroyed the fan, I mean, we're losing our audience left and right. Dude, take your shirt off, Dan.
Dan, do something. Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off. Okay, so you're just saying that we're back up to 194. I don't know what to tell you.
Good
There's
stuff.
no delay on YouTube. I mean,
Anyway.
let's let them flap. Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Those are bouncing around like champions. Jump up and down. Jumping jacks.
That's where we're at. I got to get up this silly feed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've up there next to What's the deal? I've never understood the deal with the white Christmas tree. I mean, why is it not just a normal green Christmas tree? Why has it got to be white?
I've seen black ones
Is
before.
it like covered with snow or something? Or what are we doing?
I don't know. It gives
You
a
like
nice,
it?
nice,
Yeah, little
nice
holiday
look.
I guess I can't like bemoan holiday decorations too early when they're in our own studio.
Yeah, they're up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. It's
They're up at the neighborhood.
It's the most wonderful time
sure
of the
it
year.
is.
I mean,
Sure it
we
is.
have to get into the mood, but I like to wait till right after Thanksgiving. I think the Hicken family on Friday or Saturday will run out and get the tree.
Here's what I did. I finally did it, and I know, look, this is a polarizing topic, and y'all are going to come at me.
You got the fake
Some
tree.
of you are. I did it a couple years ago, and now understand, I, for 35 years, have been putting up real trees.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been fake tree. It's just me and Mrs. P now. They make their real trees, bro. It's amazing how good they look. You take them down, you put them up, and, boom, you're good to go.
I like to go see the fellas out at where I get my tree, too.
That's a kid thing.
It's
We
kind
had
of a
the
yearly
kids.
thing.
We had the kids. It was fun. It was a family event. You'd go out and you get it. I mean, at this stage and age, I would recommend for every single person out there to get the fake. That's just my advice. You wouldn't take it, obviously, as you would take none, very little of my advice.
Not a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I listen.
But you really ask. If you asked, you could.
Yeah.
All right, so when we come back on the other side, Dan Hicken takes off his shirt. Load up that YouTube feed.
That's not true.
Here on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll get kind of hectic. And I saw a man after your own heart this morning.
Yes.
I got into the genre of programming that you love.
Oh.
And I've stumbled onto a show that you will watch before we reconvene on Monday for sure, and maybe by tomorrow.
Wonderful.
In fact, I would think that you would have seen this already, except for the platform I watched it on. I'd not heard you mention before, so I'm not sure you've been there.
As long as we've done so much.
You hear what I'm saying, or was that too
Yes.
much of a riddle?
It went on for a while, but so I moved on to the next topic. But I do have, and again, I'm excited about Thanksgiving Day football. I've got the halftime entertainment shows.
We're doing okay. Yeah.
Packers and Lions.
Okay.
We're gonna get Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Who sings
No. Jack Harlow was in the new White Man Can't Jump.
Okay.
That's who Jack Harlow is.
But he's a singer. Singer guy.
Yeah, crossover.
Jack Harlow.
I'm going to need this guy I don't recognize, so you or E perhaps could help. 49ers and Seahawks, we're getting Steve Aoki.
Oh, no, Steve Aoki.
Huge DJ. Popular DJ.
Oh, he's DJ, so that's why.
Huge.
That's why.
All right.
We're down to 187.
And then Commanders Cowboys, I'll be tuned in.
What do we got?
She's
Shania?
back. No, she's back. She's beautiful.
Okay.
Eagle will shake his head, but
Dolly?
Sweet Dolly.
Oh, Dolly?
Sweet
Really?
Dolly.
Wow, they're riding a hot horse.
E, what about that?
They're riding a hot horse.
You can have that, man.
Wow. Man, I will not have that from you anymore. You're just going to leave that alone.
E, I mean, I let you go
The
with this-
disrespect for Dolly.
The Black China references since
that's
you
fair.
came aboard.
That's fair.
Since you came aboard, and I respected you with Black China.
Since day one, you're right.
You sat there and told me,
Hey.
I saw Black China.
Uh-huh, live.
That's because unlike Black China, Dolly ain't going to make it clap for you. We'll be back. Get hectic next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Digest the weekend's games with 1010XL's football experts.
That is a meal.
Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Postgame Monday. Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff. Postgame Monday on 1010XL.
The deal of the year is here at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now you can save thousands off original MSRP on pre-owned 2023 models, like a Toyota Corolla LE starting at just $18,881. A 2023 Toyota Camry LE or RAV4 LE as low as $23,881. You can even get a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 as low as $38,881. Shop arlingtontoyota.com and save thousands today.
November is Men's Health Awareness Month, and Ackerman Urology is here for all your prostate and urological needs. Don't delay in getting screened. Call their new World Golf Village office and see an expert today. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Big Chief Tire has been Jacksonville's trusted tire expert for over 60 years. Frank Frangie here. The holiday season is upon us, and they are here to ensure your festive journeys are smooth and worry-free. Gear up for holiday travel by scheduling service at one of their 5 locations. From tire rotations to custom wheels and more, the experts at Big Chief are here to ensure your vehicle is holiday ready. Visit the website at BigChiefTire.com or call 932-0950 to schedule an appointment today.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Icky here for my friends at Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart's dad started the business, still works with his son, Shane. Shane runs it with his guys. They're Jacksonville people, and they take care of people like us, right? I need a new bathroom. I called Lockhart Construction. They came in. They did a great job. They did it on time. They did it in an affordable way. They cleaned up each day. I couldn't recommend them more. I had the BWR seal of approval. Their family gives your family a better living experience. So if you have any remodel ideas, construction needs, no job too big, no job too small, give Shane Lockhart a call. He'll call you back. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865, 994-3865.
Yo, it's giving season, and well, guess what? My bookie is giving us at 1010XL the green light to trial a brand new exclusive sports bonus for Thanksgiving week. So check this out. The bonus offer this week, 110% deposit match. So that means you put in $1,000, you getting $1,100, baby. It's my bookie's biggest sportsbook bonus ever. You heard it right. You can more than double your money before even making a bet by making your deposit with my bookie. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL, and all you have to do is deposit $50 to receive a bonus. But hear me out. This bonus offer will not be listed on the website. It's truly an exclusive campaign. It's the biggest sportsbook bonus in MyBookie history. This is a big moment for them and for you as a listener. Now, the offer is only available for 7 days, Monday through Sunday this week. Monday, 11/27? You too late, buddy. So don't sleep on this special 110% deposit bonus match. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody!
Roland Reich Plumbing. There when you need them. Big or small plumbing problem, call Roland Reich Plumbing anytime at 260-7059. 260-7059, where quality and experience count.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes with my 2-week Awaken update. I'm down a whopping 16 pounds, cruising toward my goals and feeling better and stronger every day. With these results, I'll be sailing into the new year better than ever. Join me at awaken180weightloss.com. Real life, real changes, real results.
Rock Resurrection Tour, starring Theory of a Dead Man and Skillet. Friday, November 24th, Daly's Place. Same night, same stage. With special guest Saint Asonia. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Theory of a Dead Man. Skillet. Together live.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm E.T. Head coach Billy Napier recently met with the media where he spoke on the rivalry of Florida State.
One of the more historic rivalries in all of college football. You know, I think it's a privilege to be an opportunity of that, you know, for not only our players, but the entire organization. You know, this is a game that matters 24/7, 365. We're certainly excited about being in the Swamp Saturday night, sold out crowd. I think that's 5 straight for Gator Nation, so we're very thankful for that.
Florida State this Saturday night in the Swamp. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Currently, it's 8:11 and it's 70 degrees your time, and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned with more foolishness with Dan and Jeff right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010 XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Mike Wilmer.
All right, back here on The Drill. We do this each and every week. Sometimes it's an exercise in frustration, as it was a week ago, coming off a 34-3 shellacking
Yes.
by the San Francisco 49ers. Jags bounced back a little bit this week. And so we will just see what the public perception now is of our football team.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, it's time to get a little hectic.
Oh. Coming.
Today's Power Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services Jacksonville.
Yeah!
By the way, I got FHP on 9B going. There's a speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Keep those speeds down. Keep that cash in your pocket.
1 week ago, the Jacksonville Jaguars were 9th.
Were they 9th? That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this.
They had fallen 3 spots from 6. Had a hammer victory over the Tennessee Titans. I forget which one of you got it right last week.
It was me.
All right, where are they this week, Jeff?
You know, it's hard. I'm not looking. I got to know if somebody in front of us lost. I feel like we should stay about where we were, and it's maybe not always good to go status quo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we deserve to be much better than 8. I'm going to go 8, up 1 spot.
Emmanuel?
Mm-hmm.
Impressive win. 34 points.
Yeah.
But the team wasn't that good, those Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
I'm going 7.
Okay. 7 and 8. Here we go. Number 1, and rightfully so, the Philadelphia Eagles. They went into Kansas City. They beat the Chiefs. They're 9-1, second straight year. Really good football.
Got a little fact for you.
Yeah.
Every time that the Eagles in franchise history have been 9-1, it's happened 4 times. They went to the Super Bowl all 4 times.
Fair enough. Preseason hot seat, special teams coach Michael Clay. Current temperature, hot seat, cold. Even the special teams coach, no longer on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Number 2, the San Francisco 49ers.
The Niners are getting way too much credit, man.
Preseason hot seat, Javon Kinlaw. Current temperature of the hot seat, hot.
Yeah.
In other words, he ain't done nothing.
Listen, it's a dangerous take because they just came here and whooped us. But I don't, this insinuation that, like, I saw, like, Super Bowl odds or ESPN Power Index, the Niners with a better chance to go to the Super Bowl than the Eagles? What? Why? I don't agree with that. The Niners do have the number 1 scoring defense in the NFL, by the way. So that the game is scoring's down, Hick.
Yeah.
You look at the best teams in the league, the Chiefs, the Niners, the Ravens. Those are your top 3 in scoring defense. It's like the script has flipped a little.
Third team is the Kansas City Chiefs. They're 7-3. They're down a spot. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, hot seat remains hot.
So the Ravens will be 4th.
Number 4, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. They're 8-2.
8-2, played good football. Nice win over the Bears, comeback win.
All right.
Preseason hot seat was Jared Goff. That's cold.
Yeah, he has been really good. In fact, I'm not changing Jared Goff for another 4 or 5 years. I'm going to let him take my team into the future.
I think he can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, he's been to one, so.
Yep. Number 5, the Baltimore Ravens at 8-3. Rashad Bateman remains on the hot seat. Baltimore and Bateman now 8-3. Number 6.
Yeah, well, and he's, Zay Flowers is really, kind of come along.
Number 6 up a spot at 7-3. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they love Dallas.
Mike McCarthy's cold. He's got the Cowboys rolling along here. They just beat Carolina, and they went up a spot.
Would you think your team is better equipped for the postseason if they are 4-0 at home and 3-3 on the road, or if they're 3-3 at home and 4-0 on the road? Which team would you feel more confident in?
Probably take the latter. I like being able to win on the road, and I don't think if I'm 3-3 at home, I'm probably going to be playing a road game or 2.
The Dallas Cowboys are 4-0 at home, 3-3 on the road. The Jaguars are 3-3 at home, 4-0 on the road.
Number 7.
See what I did there, E?
Is this you, E?
Yeah, this is me.
They have a 7-3 record, this number 7 team. But
Dolphins.
E, this is your
second favorite.
This is the team you cheat on. With
he does. He looks at her wonderingly.
Yeah, you cheat on him.
The other girl.
With the cheetah.
Yeah, with the cheetah and the crew.
He is good.
Miami
Cheater and a
Dolphins
cheetah.
Are 7-3. Austin Jackson was on the preseason hot seat.
What's he?
He's
A
now
tackle?
cold. Yeah.
It's cold now. Well, good for him.
Jeff gave us at number 8. This is a 7-3 team as well.
Yeah, it's either going to be us or Cleveland. Should be us.
It's Cleveland Browns.
That's weak.
Kevin Stefanski, he's
Come on,
freezing right now.
Come on, man.
Freezing.
Hey, listen, in all seriousness, the Cleveland Browns with Dorian Thompson-Robinson, we really believe is a better, higher ceiling, a better team than the Jaguars. That's just silliness.
Number
right
9 is Jacksonville Jaguars.
All
They're
right,
9.
stay put.
Stayed put.
That was
Josh
my-
Allen was on the
that's my
preseason
gut.
hot seat. He's now freezing. 9.5 sacks.
Yeah, he is freezing. All right, well, there you go. We got hectic.
All right, at the bottom, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure Carolina.
Giants. Oh, the Giants got another win. Never mind.
Yeah, no. This is weird. Carolina's 32, Arizona's 31, and New England is 30.
Well, every bit of that.
30.
Believable. Yeah.
They must lose.
Yeah,
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, they need to get one of these.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Determine which one of the quarterbacks it is.
Yeah.
Got to get the right one, obviously.
Man. Tell you what, you're New England, and say you go 4-13 and you're picking third.
Okay.
You somehow convince Carson Beck to come out.
I couldn't get these guys to tell me Carson Beck was a first rounder a week ago, and it's just he's playing himself right into a whole nother category. That was kind of the suggestion,
guys?
the
Me?
projection. Just guys in general.
Oh.
Text line and everywhere else. I think that I saw some A.J. McCarron.
All right, so what's this TV show I'm excited about?
Yeah, it's not really a show. It's kind of a documentary movie, and it's baseball.
Is it a one watch?
Yeah, it's one watch, like an hour and a half.
Wonderful.
E.T., you need to pay attention to this, too. I'm going to
E.T.?
require a book report out of you on it.
E.T. is not going to
So I think you will know. I think you will know. E.T. will not know who this sports figure is. I think you will. I had heard the name, but I would not have been able to identify, as many of the accomplishments and characteristics of him as I now know after watching it. So first thing I'll ask you is this: do you know what Hulu is?
Yeah.
Do you have Hulu?
I don't know. I think we might.
Yeah, I think I might have it too.
So okay.
Do you pay for Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much though.
then, is it?
But you can route it through, just like route it through your cable, like all the other ones, right?
Yeah. I believe I have Hulu, but I'm not.
I believe I can
positive.
fly. We have a Hulu, or someone has Hulu, and we use it. I'm not making any bold proclamations one way or the other. There's a show on Hulu you need to look. It's under movies, but it's kind of put together like a documentary, and it's called The League.
The League.
Okay. And it's not that silly fantasy football show, The League, that was popular with the kids not too long ago. But it's The League, and it's got 4 or 5 different main characters, and it was a fascinating, educational baseball experience for me. Do you know who Rube Foster is?
Rube Foster.
Yeah. Does that name ring a bell? It should have rang a much louder
I know who
bell.
Reuben Foster is.
Yeah, of course. Rube Foster.
Is Rube Foster Rube to me sounds like a guy from the 1880s.
Well, you're not too far off. He was born in 1879. He died in 1930.
Mm-hmm.
He is the godfather of African-American baseball.
Okay.
Who started initially the vision to start the first version of the Negro Leagues that eventually developed into the combo Negro Leagues as we know them today. This guy was first of all, he was an unbelievable pitcher.
Okay.
And he relocated to Chicago. There was a movement here at the turn of the century to convince blacks from the South to escape what they were facing in the South in those times and come to the North where you had factory jobs and you weren't, the less persecution and racism and other things that were a factor. And Rube Foster in Chicago decided, this was also a time that segregation was starting to kick in. And so he decided, this was amazing. I didn't understand the love and interactive engagement of African Americans in baseball. It was a big deal for black folk back in the early 1900s. It was a big deal to go to Negro League baseball games. Church services times would change so that you could get out, and they would go to games in suits, just like you would see, Major League Baseball highlights from the turn of the century. But it was like the closest competitor to the established sports leagues were the Negro Leagues. And what Rube Foster did as a businessman, as they say his vision, he combined 2 Negro Leagues into one to make a World Series that competed. They competed like with newspaper coverage, with talent. But what was fascinating about Rube Foster, and he built this Chicago team, and this was like the beginning stages, and then they moved on to the rivalry between the 2 Pittsburgh clubs and how they were formed, and Josh Gibson, a guy that baseball fans don't know enough about,
the Black Babe Ruth.
He sits between Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron in home runs per plate appearance.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how good a hitter this dude,
Oh, he was a
dude
big dude.
So you learn a lot just about some of the personnel and personalities from Satchel Paige and some that you know, and Jackie Robinson, and then ultimately the progression into and integration into Major League Baseball. But what I took from this Rube Foster cat, who really is the godfather, who got everything started, who had the vision and put together and got other black owners together who were running, because at the time, black owners of baseball were running like independent leagues in their cities. They weren't all under one league, but they were all making money. I mean, it was a very popular sport, and there was a lot of talent. They were good. They played a different brand of baseball. You know, Major League Baseball had developed into kind of what it is now, station-to-station baseball, wait on the long ball.
Right.
Well, the Negro Leagues were playing fast, man. They were laying down bunts. They were stealing second. They were playing a much more athletic, fast-paced game. So there was a real dichotomy between the two that they sold, and that Rube Foster helped foster, so to speak.
I like it.
But what I really
What's
like
it called? The League?
It's called the League, but he was a great baseball player, too. And what I didn't learn is, you know, while African-American and black players were, you know, being discriminated against, basically, there's no other word for it, John McGraw brought in Rube Foster, who threw 8 no-hitters in one season. It's either that or in career. Don't hold me to that, but he threw 8 no-hitters.
Yeah.
He brought
John J. McGraw was a manager of the New York Giants.
Yes, and it's one of the all-time greats.
Early
in manager.
on, way back when.
Well, he had a pitcher. Okay, what Rube Foster did, he invented, Dan, he was the first pitcher, and it's documented by baseball, to throw the screwball. Which was a right-hander throws the ball, and it curves in.
Opposite of the curve.
That's right, and it's not used very often. It wasn't even called a screwball then. It was called, they said, a fadeaway. So he's the first pitcher to throw the fadeaway. Well, he was so unhittable, John McGraw, unbeknownst to the media and the public, brought Rube Foster into the Giants to teach Christy Mathewson how to throw a screwball, which he mastered and became by most people's estimation, he was the inventor of the screwball.
I have to ask Daniel Murphy. He loves Christy Mathewson.
He would love this, and Murph too would love this documentary, and a look back at just the incredible talent and how, in many ways, you know, mainstream missed out on some of those storylines. But also, and in fairness, you know, we played catch up on a lot of issues, and it in many ways, watching a documentary like this based on American society at the turn of the century is kind of sad in some ways, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the progress that has been made and trying to right some of the wrongs that were a century ago includes a lot of these Negro League players getting their due. Like, I think kids today grow up, they have heard Satchel Paige's name. They have heard Josh Gibson. They have heard, you know, some of the other players outside of just Jackie Robinson. Cool Papa Bell is another. He was in the first iteration of
Cool Papa Bell.
So anyway, it was like an hour and a half, something like that. But I almost looked at it like from a educational experience.
I like
it.
I'll watch it.
Learn some stuff.
Speaking of watching, do you know what the Zapruder film is?
I do. Yeah, that is the film of, sadly, JFK being assassinated.
And what was an
extra shooter, more shooters than they said?
So everybody looked at the Zapruder film and took it apart.
Yes, for sure. I would say that.
I have a Zapruder film that concerns our Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to need you both to look at here.
Wow.
I need you to call it up on your computer.
Okay. Well, I don't need you near me.
No, stay there.
Okay.
It's the Trevor Lawrence bought the boys Waffle House.
Waffle House, yeah.
Did you see the video, E?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, I need you to call that up, E. Before anything, I need to ask you guys some questions about this. I'm concerned. And I want to Zapruder film this thing. I want to break it down.
All right, hold on.
So if you find the
catered Waffle House for the Jaguars?
Yeah, Trevor video. Trevor's walking in to thank everybody for, to thank the Waffle House folks. Trevor is a great man of the people.
Okay.
He's Jacksonville's own. We love him.
It's the first ever.
Have you found the video, E?
Is he explaining it?
No. He's walking in.
This is the one from last year I'm looking at, I think.
Yes. All right, I'll start with E while you find it, locate it. E, do you have it at the very beginning?
Yeah, I got it at the
Well,
beginning.
how come I don't have it, man?
All right.
Let me email it to you real quick.
Hold on. E, are you watching it?
Yeah, I'm watching.
That first step is concerning, E. Those steps are concerning. What's wrong with Trevor?
Hey.
Why is he walking like that, E?
So,
E, what's wrong with Trevor?
I thought this was like after the game. Maybe he was a little sore.
No, this is yesterday,
I noticed that too.
Look at that step, E.
He's dragging his feet.
What's wrong with the Prince?
I think he's just chilling though. But yeah,
I hope he's chilling,
He's
E.
definitely dragging his feet.
Something's not right there.
Well, I think they've said that. Although they tried to sell us he was better after Sunday's game, but he definitely is still hobbled. You can tell from that. No Zapruder necessary. That's real.
Oh, my God.
He's not as...
What's wrong with the Prince,
He's not as spry as we would hope for him to be. That's for sure.
No pep.
Yeah, no pep at all. He is dragging that leg
He's
around
kind of stumbling a little bit there.
But he looks on game day, I credit maybe the cortisone, but on game day he does not look like he's hobbled. I mean, he sprints when he has to.
He run right out that tunnel. He good.
You guys leave our guy alone, man. But that made me concerned right there. I saw that, and I said, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. This is the drill. We're rocking and rolling here on a Super Tuesday.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories
Thanksgiving.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
That makes it super for sure. We'll be back with more next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. You could call him an artist.
We'll check the tape together. Tuesdays on Jaguars Today.
Jeff Lageman paints you a picture with every play. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky of the First Coast, your on-time electrician on 1010XL.
Hey, we're certainly facing some interesting economic times, right? And for me, it's comforting to know that my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Look, I don't know how to invest. I don't know what to do. I don't know SEP IRA, 401ks, higher interest rates. But as I move closer to retirement, every month that little arrow is going up. And that's because of Reed Wingate and Dan Abel and Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman and Chris Bryan, my ITP partners. And it's not just me. From Judy Bug, the late great Judy Bug, to Drew, my son. 3 generations of Hickens have invested at ITP Partners. And they listen to each of us and give us individualized strategies where our goals become their priority. So if you have financial needs, questions, thoughts, ideas, they're easy to get a hold of, right? Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba, Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Yo, it's giving season, and well, guess what? My bookie is giving us at 1010XL the green light to trial a brand new exclusive sports bonus for Thanksgiving week. So check this out. The bonus offer this week, 110% deposit match. So that means you put in $1,000, you getting $1,100, baby. It's my bookie's biggest sportsbook bonus ever. You heard it right. You can more than double your money before even making a bet by making your deposit with my bookie. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL, and all you have to do is deposit $50 to receive a bonus. But hear me out. This bonus offer will not be listed on the website. It's truly an exclusive campaign. It's the biggest sportsbook bonus in my bookie history. This is a big moment for them and for you as a listener. Now, the offer is only available for 7 days, Monday through Sunday this week. Monday, 11/27? You too late, buddy. So don't sleep on this special 110% deposit bonus match. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody!
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at jaguars.com/shadows. One winner a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase to enter or win, must be 18 or older and a legal resident of Florida or Georgia. Promotion period 9/5/23 through 12/15/23. For official rules and complete details, visit jaguars.com. Sponsored by Jacksonville Jaguars, LLC.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
It doesn't get any better than live country music. Enjoy Daryl Ray at Players Grill Miramar this Friday at 7 p.m. with discount cocktails while the local star rocks out. Players Grill Miramar, where the neighborhood meets.
This is my bar.
Get fishing tips and stories from Captain Kevin
Bite's gonna pick up pretty soon
on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Whoa! Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Bank in the 2023 Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards, and it's easy to see why. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the new Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
The game of golf has never been more popular, and Hidden Hills Golf Club welcomes everyone. You'll love our friendly staff and fantastic golf course. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com or give us a call at 620-0910.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. Beaver's annual Black Friday silent sale. Every car on the lot will be discounted so low, we can't even show the prices on TV. Doors open at 6 a.m. Friday. First come, first served. And once they're gone, it's over. Plus, anyone who buys between 6 and 9 a.m. will get a big screen TV and $1,000 cash. Want more? We're giving away free oil changes between 6 and 9 a.m. The Black Friday silent sale only at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, we read numbers as we want to read them, but here are some numbers for you. If the Jags beat Houston on Sunday, they have a 90% chance of landing the division title, okay? Whereas a Texans victory would only give them a 60% chance to win the division title. But it would put them in the driver's seat. That's what it comes down to. If the Jags win and beat Houston, then we start talking about the Jags again as a potential 1 or 2 seed. I think that would put them into that rarefied air. Right now, just a bunch of teams at 7-3, a bunch of good teams sort of jockeying for position. Be interesting to see, but I think that's why Sunday's game is so key. That's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power does it all, man. They've been providing the Southeast with all its material handling needs for more than 50 years. Locally, family-owned and operated from lift trucks, warehouse design, docks and doors, to total warehouse design, service support, fleet management, and more. You name it, Lift Power does it. Learn more at liftpower.com.
Just make it clap.
Oh!
Just make it clap.
From the text line.
Thank you, Dolly.
Dad, why does Jeff say Dolly Parton can't clap?
Oh,
thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. I'm just keeping it real here, gang. I mean, we're just combining the styles and various, assortments of my two compatriots here. E.T., who's kind of more the Black China vibe. And Dan Hicken, who, for as long as I've known him, has been infatuated with Dolly Parton.
I think that's fair.
This goes back to when I met Dan Hicken in 90, 91. He loved her then.
He was still on Dolly.
He has been lifelong devoted to Dolly Parton. So this isn't just I saw her sing Rocky Top. Wow, look at Dolly Parton. My man's read the books. He's followed the, docs.
Yeah,
he's been all in. Yeah, he has been all in on Dolly for years. So that makes him a good American, in my view. I have done a little more research on the Zapruder film. I mean, we bring up Zapruder, and it requires a little further analysis. And this is being suggested about the Trevor video at the stadium.
See, I told you.
He had the Waffle House catered for his football team. Of course, the Waffle Houses, and he celebrated at Waffle House after they won the playoff game last year. And they're saying that this could be part of why it looks. Pull the film back up.
Okay, stand by, please.
The two of you.
Hold on.
I don't need to look at it again because I have it ingrained in my memory. I have a photographic memory.
I have it. Well, there's a picture of me and E at the game yesterday.
Nice.
That was nice.
So as you see how he starts walking in, we're concerned about like that slide step he
It's
used.
a slide.
Okay, is he wearing either flip-flops or slide or shower shoes?
Yeah, he got slides
Okay,
on.
so maybe you know how sometimes that shoe will get away from
It'll
you,
get away.
and you got to sweep it a little bit and get it back on you.
all
Okay,
right.
so just maybe a little more context. I mean, the guy I saw running around the other day didn't look like someone who would be hobbled through a Waffle House catering, and so maybe it's being suggested by those that are really now breaking down this Zapruder film that perhaps it was trying to keep that one of those rogue shoes corralled because of their style. Is that you buying it at all? What are you looking at in there?
I can see that a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that a little
man.
bit. Dan Hicken, what about you? You don't know what a shower shoe is. I know.
I don't
but-
wear shower shoes.
Yeah.
I just
Well, you don't wash your legs. Do your legs get wet in showers?
No
My
washcloths
legs
either.
do, yeah.
They do get
no
wet.
washcloths.
Yeah.
Do you have a washcloth, E?
Yes,
I'm not
man.
I'm not a washcloth guy either.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
I think that's a black-white thing, dude. I think a lot more brothers use washcloth than
Probably.
Okay.
No, probably.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
All right.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
that's okay, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like,
gotta
everyone,
think
like,
it. Hey,
Clinch, anytime you say this,
You better think it through, though,
Yeah,
before he says
right.
it.
Anytime anyone mentions like a brother and a white doing the same, it's like this. Right. It's like a moment of silence. Wait, what did he say?
Oh my God.
Run that through the filter. Everybody run that through the filter.
Yeah, for sure.
There was
It ain't even like that.
Yeah,
There was a play last
so
night.
they're wondering maybe shuffling in those shower shoes
Let's
could be
hope
part
so.
of it.
Let's
Yeah.
hope
All
so.
right. Okay.
Thank you, though,
All right.
Googans. Thank you.
Yes.
That's the grassy knoll.
I can all that I have taken out of this
Uh-huh.
is how much I would love a big combo meal from Waffle House right now. That's where I am after all
yeah.
this Zapruder
Yeah.
film
I don't
evaluation.
mind that either.
I could go for an all-star.
There was a play in the game last night made by a rookie that was really impressive and came close to being a heck of a football play. I don't know if you guys saw it.
When? Last night?
Yeah.
I watched the game. You're damn right I saw it.
All right, so the Eagles have this defensive tackle from Georgia, Jalen Carter. He's a big monster of a dude, man. Just huge guy.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to have a guy like that. If we ever get the number one pick, we'll get a record like that.
Patrick Mahomes was going to spike the football to stop the play, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he takes the snap, and he immediately steps back and goes to throw the football down. Well, Jalen Carter on that play shot down low, slid underneath, put his hands out.
I
He
saw that.
almost picked that ball
He did.
off,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I did see that.
Right?
That's impressive.
Dude, that is a
crazy.
great play.
Creative, yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, that would have been unreal if he had picked that ball off. But he almost did. He almost did.
Apparently, there are skits on shows. They're on the show The Neighbors. It was a plot line. There's a hilarious skit on Chappelle about how the brothers will use the washcloth more than the wife. There we go.
Okay.
In fact,
That's Chappelle's show.
they are chastising the heck out of Dan and I for not using a washcloth. I stopped using the washcloth when I graduated from childhood. As a kid, I used a washcloth.
Team, I
And-
mean,
and I
again, you got to know me. I don't even wash my legs.
True.
I mean, why would I use a
Right.
washcloth?
And I bet you the guys who are chastising y'all about it, I bet you they white guys too. I bet you they are.
Probably right.
Uh-huh.
You're probably right.
Hmm.
But I'm telling you this, I'm clean.
Unclean! Unclean! It's like biblical times. Unclean!
We've done tests. Remember when we had the guy come in with the mouth? I had the cleanest mouth in the room.
Yeah, that was years ago. That's because you didn't drink coffee, we determined.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, we had a guy
Years
come in and
ago.
test breath,
Yeah.
and Jeff had a worse breath than me.
Y'all
had
always
stinky
got
breath.
something crazy.
Jeff had
You know
stinky
what?
breath. I
Here's
had
why.
good breath.
Here's why, though, because my tongue is literally orange from all the coffee.
Shout out.
So that's what happens.
Why can't you just say I won that competition and I had cleaner breath than you?
I bet you washcloth is a lot more 50-50 than those that are so indignant right now and can't believe it.
I
Washcloth
agree.
is a 50-50 deal, dude.
I agree.
100%.
I mean, plus not to mention all you washcloth onlys. You take showers a lot of times over the course of the year where you don't have the option of a washcloth, right? Whether you're someplace, someone else, whatever it might be. So
That's crazy.
Is it too feminine to say that I use a loofah? Yes, it is. Don't say that.
Yeah, I don't use no loofah.
Yeah.
Them things don't work either.
They
Ain't no
don't.
way you
I don't know what
you
they
can't
do.
clean yourself with no loofah.
Hey, guys, use a washcloth when they're not animals. That's what I'm talking about. I will never, ever, ever use a washcloth again. Never. No, it's not even a
Oh,
consideration.
yeah, you're past that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
You're clean.
I'm clean. Don't worry. I have a pest of the day, and then we'll head off to break, and we'll continue with this fun
Extravaganza.
The frivolity that's going on here. First, I want to tell you about the pest of the day and a new partner that we have here on the drill that is going to hook you up, right? You hear a lot about, pest services. I'm giving you now Mission Pest Solutions. There's a difference. Veteran and locally owned and operated Mission Pest Solutions wants you to experience them. So call 904-944-PEST. When you do, you'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. You will not find a more customer service-oriented pest control company in the city of Jacksonville, so call and get it going today. Mission Pest is going to blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. So you just need to call or text 944-PEST and set your appointment today. Get 25% off your initial service when you mention 1010XL. Yeah, my pest today, I'm just going to speak on behalf of Patrick Mahomes, and enough already with you knuckleheads that are playing receiver for me. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, please report to Andy Reid's office. It's a joke how bad those receivers are playing for him. They have more drops than anyone in the league. They had 6 last night. Valdez-Scantling dropped the game-winning touchdown, hit him right in the hands. And something is amiss with that Kansas City offense. It's fair to say now this far into the season, the Chiefs are winning because of their defense. Yeah. Their defense is 3rd in the league in scoring defense. Their offense is 15th, Dan. Mm-hmm. They're scoring less points per game than our offense that we're not happy with. So this is a big deal, and it's kind of, I think that we've seen enough now. This is somewhat of a game changer. This is a Chiefs team couldn't have scored enough points to beat Denver. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs team that barely held on 21-14 to beat Miami. The offense is not humming, and the primary reason is the pest-like quality of these receivers and not catch the ball. Chiefs lead the NFL in dropped passes, and that is your pest of the day. You can trust Mission Pest Solutions. Mission accomplished for all your pest problems. Veteran and locally owned and operated. Call 904-944-PEST.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. One play can be the difference.
He's racing down the sideline for the touchdown.
Performance Painting presents the high-performance play of the game.
That's how you finish right there.
On 1010XL. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
The deal of the year is here at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now you can save thousands off original MSRP on pre-owned 2023 models, like a Toyota Corolla LE starting at just $18,881. A 2023 Toyota Camry LE or RAV4 LE as low as $23,881. You can even get a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 as low as $38,881. Shop ArlingtonToyota.com and save thousands today.
Get into your comfort zone career at AC Designs. We're hiring certified HVAC technicians and offering up to $2,000 in sign-on bonuses, paid time off, and paid holidays. Voted Jacksonville's best AC and heating company. We're the family-owned business you can call home. Join our team with paid health benefits, 401k matching, competitive pay, and more. Apply online at acdesignsinc.net/careers.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Henson with the Henson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
Hey, tired of shopping those online dealers that over-promise and under-deliver? Hicken here for Nimnick Buick GMC. Proud to introduce you to Car Bravo, a better way to shop used vehicles online with transparent pricing. With Car Bravo, it doesn't matter what used vehicle you are looking for because they certify all makes, all models. Buying a certified used vehicle has never felt better. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Car Bravo dealer in the Southeast region, top 10 in the country, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what they do. They provide you all kinds of great services. You want an oil change from the comfort of your living room? Nimnick Buick GMC now offers mobile oil changes all across Jacksonville communities. They'll come to your home, your office, change your oil and filters, rotate your tires, top off your fluids, and even change your wiper blades or replace your battery. Go to NimnickBuickGMC.com. They've been in the business for 82 years. You know why? They do business the right way. Family owned and operated. No one cares more about their customers before and after the sale. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. We are professional grade GMC.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 21st, 2016, the NFL returned to Mexico City for the first time since 2005 for the first Monday Night Football game outside of the U.S. with Raiders and Texans.
We have a personal relationship with our cars. We sing together, we commute together, we even road trip together. It's a beautiful thing. That's why Ratify Credit Union offers a relationship discount program, so you can earn extra rate discounts on your auto loan. Plus, with an affordable auto loan from Ratify, you always get flexible repayment options to help get you and your car on the road. Get matched with the perfect auto loan at ratifycu.org. Ratify Credit Union. Make waves. Insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Tease the season at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year. Featuring the TaylorMade Stilt 2 Carbon Woods that combine speed and forgiveness to unlock forgiveness. Now up to $100 off. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards in any amount for the special golfer you're shopping for. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at worldwidegolf.com.
This is Hayes Carlion for Spickelmeyer Insurance Agency. I was paying too much for car insurance, paying for things I didn't need. My friend John Spickelmeyer fixed all that for me with impeccable customer service. For all your car insurance needs, call John at 471-7155.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors and siding.
This is Dr. Turner Vossler, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jags currently hold a 1-game lead over the Houston Texans, meaning this upcoming game could have big implications on making the playoffs for the Jags. Coach Doug Peterson says they are very motivated to play the Texans for the second time this season.
You don't ever want to go 0-2 against a division foe, any year, obviously, but our guys will respond again, just much like they did this week. It's going to take a good week of prep and their film study, and and all of that. But great opportunity. It's going to be loud. They're playing extremely well. We are too, and it should be a good matchup.
Doug Peterson, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, crank it up. Heading towards the 9 o'clock nasty. It's been nasty all morning long. I apologize, Googans. Sometimes it gets the best of us. We got breaking news from the National Football League. Oh, Canada, your time with us is through. Oh, Canada, no more offensive play calling for you.
Yeah, they hate him.
You killed us.
Okay.
It's all your fault.
Why
you
does everything have to be a
at
song?
calling plays.
Why?
Now our quarterback can get first downs, and we can score in days.
Oh, God. Scoring with nays? What does that even mean?
He never had a 400-yard game, and the Steelers never had 400 yards in 32 games of Matt Canada calling plays. Matt Canada's been fired from the Pittsburgh Steelers as the offensive coordinator.
They've been outgained every game this year.
Yeah.
You're doing a terrible job as an offensive. And you know what? Maybe Najee Harris finally said, man, I had enough of this bleep.
Yeah.
And then, look, he hadn't been great, but again, he's not. Matt Canada's terrible, and shame on Mike Tomlin for keeping him around as long as he has. There were calls to fire him before this year. You said 32 games, they haven't gotten 400 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only played 10, so that means there was 22 before this year.
Yeah, they've been chanting his name up there in Pittsburgh for a while. All right, I wonder one financial poll question of the day.
We also let me give you another couple of pieces of news, and then I want you to do a quickie poll.
All right.
Ben Bart signed off the Jags practice squad to the Niners.
Oh yeah,
so he gone. And so hopefully he doesn't develop.
Gone and forgotten.
Well, and hopefully he doesn't develop into something more than we saw here, but it's, we'll see.
4 years.
No, has it been 4? He's been hurt, too.
No one.
3. I mean, he left. All I know is as he left, he was eating a smoothie.
Smoothie.
Yeah, I do know that. That I'm positive of. I saw him.
That's another failed draft pick. Continue.
No, and then Kareem Jackson is just like a heat-seeking missile. He's been suspended 4 games. I didn't realize how old he was. This guy's made a living off of these hard, sometimes cheap hits. No doubt the game has changed. I thought it was interesting what Tom Brady said. He was on with Stephen A. Smith, and he was just asked, okay, now that you've had, 6-8 months away from the game, really for the first time in your career, your thoughts on today's NFL? And I was a bit surprised by the vehemence of his answer.
I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. Yeah. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
Why not?
Why not? I think the coaching isn't as good as it was. I don't think the development of young players is as good as it was. The rules have allowed a lot of bad habits to get into the actual performance of the game. Mm-hmm. So I just think the product, in my opinion, is less than what it's been. I look at a lot of players like Ray Lewis and Rodney Harrison and Ronnie Lott and guys that impacted the game in a certain way, and every hit they would have made would have been a penalty. You hear coaches complaining about their own player being tackled and not necessarily, why don't they talk to their player about how to protect himself? We used to work on the fundamentals of those things all the time. Now they're trying to be regulated all the time. Offensive players need to protect themselves. It's not up to a defensive player to protect the offensive player. A defensive player needs to protect himself. I didn't throw the ball to certain areas because I was afraid players were going to get knocked out. Mm-hmm. That's the reality. Wow. I didn't throw it to the middle when I played Ray Lewis because you knock him out of the game, and I couldn't afford to lose a good player.
And listen, he makes some points there, but part of that is just the evolution of the game. Yeah, we know that.
Well, it was interesting. Last night we were doing the TV show. We had Andre Sisco on, and he looked up, and the Kareem Jackson news was coming down, and he was like, man, they got him again? And it's like, God, he goes, did he get suspended without pay the first time? Because he was thinking about from the checkbook thing, how much that's costing him. And there is – Brady has some good points. I mean, again, it's like that hip – what do they call it? The hip block?
Hip drop. Yeah.
Hip drop.
Hip drop.
I mean, how are you supposed to tackle, man?
Right.
I mean, I don't so you're gonna let. I mean,
the hip drop basically you chase your guy down, you grab him around the waist, and you just kind of slide into the tackle.
And
I saw a few of them last night. I get it. You got to bring him down.
You got to get him down. I mean, my gosh.
And it does change the game. You want to know why passer ratings and completion percentages are up? There's your answer from Brady.
Yeah.
You don't throw into those situations where you're gonna get where you're gonna get penalties called now.
And
like the tough throws get regulated sometimes.
Now, I'm going to say this, and it's not happening anytime soon, but baseball was America's pastime. And it was the sport of choice, just like horse racing was one time America's pastime. And boxing was America's pastime. And football is in its heyday, in its glory right now. And it's making all the money. But the reason why, the bare bones reason why we go to football games is it's as old as time. Go watch Gladiator and get back to me. Go look at the Roman Coliseum. We got dudes out there with knives fighting to the death. And that's what football is, right? I mean, it's two teams. We pay these guys a lot of money because we want them to kill each other.
Right, that's
right.
what it is.
I mean, in the bare essence of football, that's what we have.
I saw
and if you take all that away and you put red jerseys on quarterbacks and you keep legislating out certain hits, because you keep talking about the 70s thing you've seen.
Yeah,
where
it's unbelievable.
It's so different.
No, it's unreal.
I saw a dude hit
this
I think
weekend.
it was Greg Landry. No. On an old film, the quarterback of the line, or somebody, it was recent, and he buried, I mean, that would have been flagged, ejected, gone.
If I was going to ask a question and have my best chance of getting an answer, it might be asking you this question.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a game this weekend where a dude just leveled. I can't remember if it was NFL or college, where the dude, there was a pass, it was incomplete. After it was incomplete, the safety leveled the guy.
That was Pittsburgh, BC. That was the
and they didn't
targeting.
call it. No, I saw one where they didn't call it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the receiver's going over. He drops the ball. As he drops it, the other defender hits him in the chest and just knocks him for a loop, and nothing was called. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was having a flashback to the old days. But,
So, all right, is that it?
Yeah.
Our one-to-one financial poll question of the day: how does the season end for FSU? You got 4 choices. We have 400-plus votes. We got about an hour left if you want to vote. Still can win it all. 12-0, but not getting to the Final Four. 1 and done in the playoff, or Gators upset them. Those are your 4 choices. Still can win it all. 12-0, but no Final Four. 1 and done in the playoff, or Gators can upset them.
Gosh, I don't fall into any of those 4 camps. If I had the Gators or Louisville upset them, I think I'd go with that. Only because I disagree more with the other. I don't think if they're 12-0, they're getting in. So I can't buy that one.
I would tend to agree.
Yeah, the first one was what?
Still can win it all.
There's no way they can win it all. So that one is out for me. And the third one?
1 and done in playoff.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make. I think they're going to lose to Louisville or Florida. And if they don't, then the others won't. Then they will be. I'll go 1 and done in the playoff in case they do beat Florida, because they could. It would be a big upset for
38.5% think it's 1 and done in the playoff. 29%
Mm-hmm.
think the Gators upset them. I'm sure a lot of Florida fans are voting. 18.9% say 12-0, but no Final Four. 13.6% still can win it all. This is only one argument, and I agree with you about 12-0, and I'm always been about what's fair and stuff like that. There's only one argument for not putting them in the Final Four, and that's, they beat Florida. You think it's going to be a close game. The odds makers think it's going to be a close game.
I'm not saying that. Let me decide before that. If I think it's going to be a close game, I'd play Florida in the 5-pack. I'm just saying they have a better chance without Travis.
Well, you said yesterday I can go pull the thing. It's a 7-point game, and it'll be
I think
most
so.
It'll be a touchdown.
Okay,
that's a close game.
Yeah.
If they play that way for 4 quarters, that's a close game.
Maybe.
So, anyway, regardless, my point is this. If you want the best matchups and we get, say, Georgia FSU, because if FSU gets in, by the way, I think they're going to be 4th.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay? And Georgia looks like if Georgia beats Bama, they're going to be 1. So if you get Georgia FSU and Georgia beats them 38-10, then we're getting robbed of the best possible matchups. That's the only negative argument for keeping FSU out. And I'm not saying that would happen.
You're saying because of Travis not being there?
Yes.
Here's the only problem, and that may be the case, but I have such a problem with that I could never endorse that being the reason, because it's so unfair to the other 21. You're going to go tell Jared Verse, you weren't good enough. Sorry, you lost your quarterback. You have no chance. It's not fair for the rest of the team.
But here's the thing. You always say...
Depends on what Rodemaker does, too. How does he play?
Yeah, you always sit there and say... I've always been about fairness, and you say, no.
This isn't fairness. This is because I think they're the best. They went 12-0.
You just said it's not fair. It's not fair to this guy, this guy, this guy.
If they don't, though. I'm saying if they don't let him in.
But every year
Separate
we come out
arguments.
and go, why is TCU in there?
Yeah, they
They're
shouldn't
not
have
the
been.
worst
Yeah.
team. Bama should be in.
Right.
Well, it's not fair to
Yeah.
TCU.
Why? They didn't win their conference. They didn't go undefeated. They had the same amount of losses.
It's not fair to TCU.
Yeah, I think it's very fair. You know, it's not fair to TCU to make those poor bastages get their heads handed
They
to
didn't have
them
the same amount
on a
of
platter.
losses. Alabama had 2 losses.
Well, they had a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at the end
every
of the
year
day,
when you
here's
look at
why,
it,
though,
take the
Dan.
four-
Here's
if
why.
you either
Alabama's
take-
so
whoa,
much
whoa,
better than TCU.
You either are fair about it, or you take the 4 best teams. Who you think the 4
A lot
best
of times
teams
they're the
are.
same.
And by the way, that doesn't mean you're right or wrong. Why can't FSU go in and upset, Georgia? Maybe they will. You can't assume that they're not going to. See, that's the problem. So
well, I mean,
it'll be
you can only
interesting.
do the best with what you have in front of you, and
Well, you sat there, and I'm not thinking it was about you, but look, there's no chance FSU can win this.
that's
national.
correct.
Well, then don't waste our time by putting them in.
You're not replacing them with anyone that I would say has a chance to
Oh,
win
really?
at all. That's right.
Okay, so like, say Texas,
Correct. I think FSU deserves it. I think FSU would beat Texas.
even with Tate Rodemaker.
Maybe. I got to see him play with Tate Rodemaker.
Yeah.
They have a great defense and a great running game, and they've won every game.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's see how they do against
I'm
Florida.
just playing devil's advocate here, really.
What I think is they're going to be much worse without Rodemaker,
Yeah.
and they're not going to earn their way in, and that's why I would put that on there. But if with the with Louisville not being among the options, it's a huge loss, man. Losing Jordan Travis isn't, no one's dancing on the grave of the FSU football season. But if you think that there's any chance that FSU can win it without Travis, you're wrong. So maybe you're right. Maybe in this case, I would bend to fairness because they played a whole season and went undefeated.
Oh, sure.
And
they beat LSU,
and they have a resume and they have a legacy, and so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that
Yeah.
out there. That's all.
Yeah.
You ready to do the 9 o'clock nasty?
Oh boy, I feel like you took us there already.
I didn't
Maybe
take us
I did.
there.
I did.
I think that was
It wasn't me.
Who was it? E?
Wasn't me.
I mean, if we're taking a vote, who took us to the nasty earlier?
One of them wild white boys in there.
Okay, this is the truth.
I did. Oh boy. Me,
The
Dolly,
drill
and
from
Black
the
China.
studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Calvin played extremely well today.
Caught for the touchdown in the left corner of the end zone, Calvin Ridley.
If we get the right look, the right situation for certain plays, you know that he can really take advantage of them.
I don't think we talk enough about the defense.
The ball came out and the Jags have it.
They're the ones that have kept us in the majority of our football games this season.
We've been good at responding, and we got to keep doing that. That's what the good teams do,
Next up, it's a division rival on the road.
We're in a great spot.
Jaguars, Texans.
Sitting at 7-3.
Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010 XL.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Malfunctions in your electrical panel can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
888-8-Sparky.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national power of Napa and a 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is locally owned and operated by a strict written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians you can trust. Find us at jacksnapaautocaregroup.com. David Garrard Mondays on Jaguars Today are brought to you by Beach Plaza Auto Care and East Coast Auto Care.
Winner
Winter temps call for a winter warm-up, and nothing hits the spot quite like the chicken tortilla soup from Chick-fil-A. This delicious blend of spicy shredded chicken, veggies, beans, and seasoned tortilla strips is certain to keep you cozy all season long. Stop by today and enjoy a cupful of hearty, spicy, creamy chicken tortilla soup when you order ahead through the Chick-fil-A app. Available for a limited time.
Hey, gang, football season is so fun for a lot of reasons. I love the daily fantasy sports, and, man, I got a new go-to. Have you checked out this Prize Picks yet we've been telling you about? Oh, it's my new favorite daily fantasy sports platform. You know why? It's just me against the numbers, man. You know, you focus your entries that way. Here are the projections. Is Steph Curry going to get more or less than 34.5 points? Pretty simple. Keeps it simple for me. So Monday Night Football last night, you think Jalen Hurts going to have more than a touchdown and a half? There you go. Not worried about anything other than that. I love Prize Picks so much, I've turned Mrs. P onto it. You know what she did? She did it just like you're about to do it. She went to prizepicks.com/1010XL and then used code 1010XL. Got a first deposit match for $100. She's still firing. Actually, she's doing a lot better than me. That's how it works. You're going to love Prize Picks. It'll be your new favorite daily fantasy sports platform because it is for me. So, again, head there today, 1010XL. Then go to prizepicks.com/1010XL.
Upgrade your home with a winning combination of style and performance with custom windows and patio doors. For a limited time, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer expires November 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen. Proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you're getting engaged this holiday season, celebrating an anniversary, birthday, or shopping early for the holidays,
don't miss Beards Diamond's incredible 43rd anniversary sale.
Everything store-wide is on sale up to 43% off.
Shop now in the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Stop stealing joy from loved ones by missing out on making memories because of your joint pain. PRPrelief.com has the answer. A local clinic with natural regenerative treatments. Go to PRPrelief.com today for your joint pain.
Are you buying a home with a septic system? Don't do it without getting the septic system inspected first. Call Duck Duck Rooter, Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor. Our team will conduct an in-depth inspection that includes a full report with pictures. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Are you a business owner looking to grow, sell, acquire, or even go public with your company? Need help to find funding or business partners? Otterson Wealth Advisors will evaluate your company and provide the guidance that's right for you and your business needs. Maybe you're ready for retirement and need a succession plan for your business. Let Otterson Wealth Advisors guide you through the process. Visit OttersonAdvisors.com. Otterson Wealth Advisors, your goals, our expertise. Raymond James Associates, Inc., member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm ET. Unfortunately, Jordan Travis will not be manning the quarterback position for the Seminoles this Saturday as they take on the Gators. But head coach Mike Norvell has a lot of confidence in his current quarterback.
Tate does a great job in his preparation. You know, he's a wonderful teammate. You know, our guys have a lot of confidence in Tate because they watch him practice every day. They know the talent, they know the ability. You know, and I think that was, you know, something that was really impressive to me because he never seemed rattled in the moment. He knew he was prepared and ready, and that's what you have to do, you know, at every position. But obviously, the quarterback position gets magnified to the elite level. And you know, I thought he did a wonderful job, and you know, he went out there and I thought played really well.
Florida State, Florida, this Saturday, kickoff at 7 p.m. Currently, it's 9:10 and it's 72 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning.
1010X XL is presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
You're doggone right he is. And properly clean with a
By the
washcloth
way,
already this morning.
Yes, and earlier.
What's up, Four Eyes? You're back.
Earlier this morning,
I take it off. Don't let me bully you.
E mossed us.
Yeah.
I told him, I said,
What do you mean?
Me
You got
and E
mossed?
play a game with the softball here in the studio where I'll
Y'all
fire
call
the
it a
ball
game.
out.
I call it like some sort of passive-aggressive
He's my
situation waiting to happen.
No.
One of these
not at
times
all.
you're going to throw it.
No.
He's not going to watch. He's going to
He
hit him in the
knows.
eye.
That's fine.
He hit me in the head before.
No, and
Yeah.
but one of those days you're not going to be in the mood like
Just
to
not
laugh
in the
it
mood.
off.
No,
It's
not
going to
true,
happen.
not
okay.
true. E
You heard
is-
it here first, folks.
E is my receiver.
Okay.
I am the quarterback.
All right.
That's fair, right, E?
That's fair.
You're much better at catching the ball. I'm better at throwing it.
That's fair.
You would get emotional talking about me like T.O.
That's my quarterback.
Thank you. And so we play this game in the break. Jeff doesn't want any part of it.
I said earlier because I don't want
He's
because
detached.
I will throw a hissy fit the time I'm not paying attention hits me in the face.
The whole
it
the
won't
fun
be
part
fun.
of it is throwing it and checking the athletic ability of E. Well, anyway, earlier
try and
today,
catch him off guard.
Yeah, earlier today, I was waiting for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he had left his.
He talked it up. He was telling me what he was going to do.
he had left his room.
Watch this. I'm going to get him.
And as he walks through the door,
Mm-hmm.
I go E, which immediately prompts him to know that something could be happening. But sometimes you forget.
Okay.
He looks up. The ball was on him.
Yeah.
It was a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
And he made, I thought, one of his top 3
Caught
catches
it off
of all
his chest.
time.
He kind of trapped it on his chest.
But he said, no, that's not even his best work yet.
No, not
so
even close.
I thought, so we had this discussion in the break.
I think E
I
would.
thought it was
I think
tremendous.
E would think one of his best would be like this. He's sitting there at his desk, and you rifle one, and he just does one of these, and catches it with
he
left
has
hand.
done that.
He respects himself when he makes a left-handed grab.
I do.
So when he gets just one of those quick lefties, I think
Yes.
those would rank among his favorite.
That would.
Yeah.
That's
my quarterback. Nailed it again.
Thank you, E.
I've nailed it again. Speaking of quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
this has happened before. It's just not had occasion for us to talk about it.
Okay.
This annoys the stew out of me as a fan base, and
Oh.
you should rightfully lose your fan base for the rest of the year because of this. I'm talking about the New York Jets, Dan. This has always annoyed me when the mouthpieces for my franchise or my team go out in front of me week after week after week and tell me that this is the best quarterback, that this is our best option, that we're going to ride with him, and that's what the Jets have done with Zach Wilson. And if you believe that and you're in some ways hamstrung so that you have to go with Zach Wilson, you don't have a lot of other options, I get it. That's okay. And if he is your only option and he is the best of bad options, saying he's our best option, I'm okay with. Until you make the decision.
Yeah.
And then you make the decision and you replace Zach Wilson, who immediately gets demoted to quarterback 3. So you go from being the best we got to QB 3. I can't trust you at all anymore, whatever you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been starting a guy and running him out through 8 games with 1 touchdown and telling me week after week after week that he's our best guy, we haven't lost confidence, he's doing some good things, and yet when you finally buckle to the reality and you replace him and you immediately make him the inactive quarterback,
Yeah.
then what in the hockey sticks are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. Clearly, obviously, you don't know what you're doing. So he's not playing good. All right, well, we're going to give this other guy a shot. Naturally, since he's your guy, he would be the backup.
Yeah.
That's just, it does not exactly.
It's hard because you don't know who
give
to
you
blame
trust.
because Joe Douglas picked him.
Yeah.
Joe Douglas has been a good GM for the Jets and really botched that one.
Should have gotten Fields.
Really botched
should've
that
gotten,
one.
if you're going to go quarterback, go Fields.
And so it's hard to say, was he under, hey, listen, you got to play the kid. You got to play the kid. We got to find out. Let's play the kid. But we watched game after game, and the frustration was growing, and the kid started to regress. That game on Sunday against the Bills very much reminded me of the Jags game up there last year when you knew he was done, right? It just seemed like he was done. Like, there's nothing I can do that's going to work. I can't. I mean, they are historically inept on offense. And then the defense finally said, this is enough. We stink. We can't keep stopping these good offenses and not getting anything.
Well,
back.
the one thing for the Jets, the reality is the schedule does get much softer here this last month and a half. We talked about this all year. Now, I'm not looking at it in front of me. I'm sure it probably looks tougher now because you're getting no quarterback play.
Right.
And Aaron Rodgers, for all the talk, and I think he does it somewhat.
He's
for
not
attention.
coming back if
Right.
they're out of it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And so if they're not in playoff positioning at all, if they're out of the race, and the AFC has gotten so deep that they probably will be, right? I mean, we have 5 teams with only 3 losses. You got another 3 or 4 teams with 5 losses now ahead of the Jets, who are 4-6. I mean, even the Broncos are 5-5.
Jets aren't making the playoffs.
No, for sure. So
and by the way, going to when they're turning, is it Timmy Boyle? Is that the kid's name?
Yeah.
When they're turning,
turning to a Boyle.
Yeah. When they're turning to Timmy Boyle as the answer,
yeah,
they got no shot, dude.
For sure.
Timmy Boyle is.
For sure.
It's not like he's a 22-year-old.
No.
Timmy Boyle.
The only thing he has going for him
is a journeyman.
He's been Aaron Rodgers' understudy. So perhaps they're going to have Rodgers work with him in some regard because Rodgers does seem to be around the program. He comments on it.
They play the Dolphins on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Which is in a couple days.
Is that in Miami? That needs to be in New York.
No, it's in New York.
Well, at least I think the Jets defense can at least make it a game, but it won't be an exciting one.
And that is going to drop them to 4-7 and inevitably.
You know those early season basketball games we talk about, we ask people to be mindful of?
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple last night, like Purdue beat Gonzaga, UConn beat Texas, but it is set up for a good one tonight. And if you got any SEC loyalty, Tennessee and Purdue play tonight on ESPN.
Except Purdue played yesterday.
Yeah, well, they're in one of those tournaments.
Oh.
You know, they're out in Maui. It's the Maui Invitational.
Okay.
And so Tennessee had a win. Tennessee beat Syracuse, beat a decent program. Purdue beat Gonzaga, top 10 matchup. So number 7, Tennessee, number 2, Purdue, both undefeated tonight.
Our friend Joe Yu is on the All Pro Roofing Hotline.
Is this where he tells me Miami's going to win the national title in basketball?
He might. Didn't they just beat somebody?
Probably.
Yeah,
they beat Mike White.
Oh, yeah, they beat Georgia. What's up, you?
Beat them badly. Yeah, but we have a great basketball coach. We're on a Final 4 years, so it is not out of the realm.
Well, you did have a great year last year, so no jokes aside. It was a.
They won us money in Vegas. God bless them.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Check this out. Year before last, we were in the Elite 8, right?
Yeah.
So Final 4 last year, Elite 8 year before that, Elite 16 year before that. We're a good basketball.
Miami went to the Final 4 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and lost to the national champion.
Yeah, lost to UConn. Game of game.
Oh yeah.
Miami's number 10 in the country, 5-0.
Go Canes.
We should be higher. We should be higher than that. We're good and actually
we
have
got
a
your
great
Canes
coach
over here.
FAU must have lost. FAU must have lost. I saw them top 10.
They lost to Bryant, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
BRYANT.
You knew that was a total fraud last year. Their run.
It's a long. I mean, they got a good team though. Honestly, FAU.
Yeah,
it's just a long season.
Nah, that was
I think
still
we lost to Florida Gulf Coast early on last year at the start of the season, but we're very well coached.
No, I agree with Larinaga. I mean, the dude took George Mason to the Final Four.
Yeah, we'll be back. Don't worry about it. Hey.
Yes, sir.
I hated for Florida State about the kid getting hurt. That was tough because they were on a good run.
Why don't you hate it for Florida, too?
I do disagree with them being a great team. They're not a great team. I wanted him to be good because Louisville is going to beat them by 2 touchdowns easily.
You think?
That guy, Jeff Brom. If Texas A&M had any sense.
Jeff Brom, I agree.
Class.
I agree. Jeff Brom calls a really nice game, dude. I've watched Louisville twice, and he's one of those guys who I think he throws when you think they're going to run and run when you think they're going to throw. I like that guy. I like his game.
He will exploit situations and stuff.
Yeah.
Our defensive coordinator, LSU's about to take our defensive coordinator. That guy's good. His name's Lance Gidry. We've been great on D this year. We just, a couple of brain
Joe Yu, by the way, I'll say this. If Jeff Brom had a really good quarterback, that team would be really good. I thought their quarterback's a little okay. I think
he's his first year, too.
That's Jake Plummer's kid, right? Oh, it's not.
No relation. No relation.
And he's from
Jack Plummer. No relation.
He's from Arizona, so that's why I thought he was his son. Huh? I didn't know that.
No. I know. I thought it, too. I thought that was Jake Plummer, probably some relation. But they lost one game. They had, Pitt out of the – but they're a really good team. They have a good defense, and they're gonna. Nobody's been watching them, but I mean, he put on a masterclass against us.
Yeah,
that was the first
I watched
game
that game.
I can say,
yeah,
you watched it.
He's going to be a problem for the ACC. Jeff Brom at Louisville's going to be a problem for the ACC. He won at Purdue.
Oh,
I mean, and it took him to a division title.
That's home for him.
Yeah.
Hey,
right. He played there.
This. I didn't see a lot of the Jaguars game. I was coming back in town, but I saw like in one play when Trevor scored the touchdown. He didn't seem excited. Like when he ran there and he dove across, it wasn't like he was jumping up and down and people dapping him up. What's going on with that?
Didn't notice.
Or later in the game when they scored, were they excited about it?
I don't. You were doing so good, Joe. You had such a good, rational call. Yeah.
There's no. It wasn't bad. He's just wondering.
He's
just wondering.
I didn't notice. I mean, that's the
It
first
didn't
I've
stick
heard
out to
or
me
seen.
either.
So yeah.
Thank you.
That's all.
We'll let you go.
Happy Thanksgiving. Love you. Have a great
Y'all have a
great
good
day.
one, too.
Enjoy your family.
Going to win the South at 5.
Let's go.
I don't know.
Saints.
You got a big one with the Falcons this weekend, buddy. We could be back in a tie for the division lead, so you settle down.
We run the Falcons.
Slow your roll.
It'll be 28-3.
That's never been the okay.
Oh,
we run the
Tell
we run the
Tell
Falcons.
him
Has never been a true statement. That is a back and forth rivalry.
Not walking through that door.
Tell him you.
Big Ben. Big Ben.
Hey, Joe, you.
No Chris
Hey,
Flip.
Joe, you. Get out of here. You ain't gonna be talking to my dog like that.
Thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Thank you.
So I was watching this podcast with a guy that I like now that he's left the Braves. Like when they leave the Braves, I can start liking them again. And I like Cocaine Ron Washington. Right?
You have to. If you like him, why are you calling him Cocaine Ron? He's not the Cocaine Bear. Okay, you're not on Amazon.
I tell somebody
You're
like
on
him.
10XL. I like this guy, this pedophile,
like him.
or this. I mean, what are you doing?
I like
call him Cocaine Ron.
I like Cocaine Ron Washington.
I mean, why has he got to be Cocaine Ron now? Like
So-
he's bilingual in his
so
cocaine
anyway-
use.
It's pure.
This is where it comes from.
Yeah.
Ron Washington in his 70s.
Yeah.
Took the Texas Rangers to the World Series back-to-back years. Got suspended by Major League Baseball for using cocaine in his 70s.
Bro, it stuck with him.
In your 70s now.
Yeah. So you back off Cocaine Ron Washington. But anyway.
He went through the car wash that is the Atlanta Braves organization. Now he has a job again. Now he's got to go to the Angels. Do we know what kind of disreputable drug dealing goes on with the Angels? I mean, they kill people out there.
So I was watching. So Ron Washington, by the way, is like you said, the new skipper of the Angels. He's doing this podcast with this dude, and this dude said, "Hey man, I rewatched the Ron Washington scene in Moneyball. Did you knew Ron Washington was in Moneyball, right?
I have not watched Moneyball.
Ever?
No.
Huh.
I know the story of Moneyball.
Kind of ruins the story, but
okay.
Anyway, in this story, Billy,
yeah,
Moneyball, Billy Bean,
Mm-hmm.
and Wash go to this guy Scott Hatteberg's house.
No, Scott Hatteberg, sure.
in Hollywood in the movie.
Okay.
And he says,
I do need to watch Money.
He says, oh, it's such a good movie. He says, and the guy asked Ron, he goes, you know the famous line where Billy says it's not that hard? He says, you're going to play first. And he goes, tell him, Wash. And then Ron Washington goes, it's incredibly hard.
He says that's not true, though?
Because he wants to play first base. So the guy says, so here's my question. Did that really happen, or was that Hollywood doing what Hollywood does?
On the podcast?
Yeah. And so Wash says it really happened.
Is it Washington's podcast, or he was on a podcast?
He was on a podcast.
Okay.
He was saying, that really happened, but it didn't happen at Scott Hatteberg's home. It happened in Phoenix at Municipal Stadium in Ken Maka's office when Billy said that. And he said, so Wash says, but in that movie, did you see how quickly Billy recovered? Because when Wash said it's incredibly hard, he goes, yeah, that was the best part of the movie. He says he recovered. When I said, no, Hattie, it's going to be incredibly hard. And then Billy said, anything worth doing is incredibly hard. He fired that right off. But they had a big laugh about that. But anyway, I kind of forgot that was Ron Washington in the movie that goes with Billy
Was he
Bean.
the Angels manager or the one? No.
No.
It was Art Howell, right?
Yes.
And he was one of the, third
played
base coach or something.
Played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Really good job.
Not a bad one. I need to see that one. I also never
such a good
watched.
movie.
I never watched the Draft Day either. I've never seen either one of those. The Costner movie. Are these great movies or something?
It's great sports movies.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, the reason I didn't watch Draft Day is
Are you
because
not a
I've been
sports
covering.
fan?
I've been covering the Jaguars forever. I know that story. I just didn't.
There's no
intrigue
story
me.
in Draft Day. It's fictional.
I know. That's what I
Bo
mean.
Callahan.
Yeah.
Yesterday I said Bo Callahan.
I know you
Caleb
referenced
Williams
him.
vibes.
Yeah, I remember that. I do. I've not seen Draft Day and I've not seen Moneyball.
You ever heard of, I don't know, Field of Dreams?
I've seen parts of it.
The Natural?
The Natural I have seen.
Sandlot?
Sandlot I have seen.
The Program?
The Program?
Which one's that? Who is that?
Old football movie.
That's Jimmy Kahn. Jimmy Kahn is the coach. They film it up in South Carolina.
Yeah, I've seen
Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, 100 times.
Steaming Willie Beeman.
The Rookie?
The Rookie.
That was with the
Yeah, I've
threw the
seen
big
that.
fat stinky
Yeah.
cheese.
It turns out there's a story with
Even
the Rookie.
he's seen him.
There's a story with the Rookie. It turns out the mom or the kid actually ended up doing something related to the team. I can't remember what it was, like in real life. Yeah, I've seen all of those. I've seen most of them. Y'all need to settle down a little bit. I just haven't seen Moneyball because I know the Moneyball story. And I haven't seen draft day because I literally covering the draft with the Jags. It didn't do much for me.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like, work inside the sausage factory. Sometimes you don't want to eat a sausage.
When Costner wheels
Unless
and
you're a
deals, when Costner wheels and deals in the draft moment, and the owner comes in and he has to.
Wasn't there Jaguars referenced in that?
Yeah, he's talking. He fleeced the Jaguars GM.
Of course he did. Yeah. Who was our GM? What was his name? Dan Hicken?
Trent. I think his name was Trent.
Yeah, come on.
Dang.
That's harsh, bro.
I know, right?
Let me ask you. I'm going to ask you a tough question.
Sometimes the truth hurts, peeps.
I don't think enough is being made right now, and I'm going to put an end to that. I don't think enough is being made right now.
I'm going to make some.
And honestly, man, we're 10 games in, right? More than halfway. There are 5 teams in the AFC tied with 3 losses, man. That is the biggest jumble I can remember ever for the top seed battle. Can you tell me, can we go back a year, 10 weeks in, where the best?
Yeah, usually you get like a team like the Eagles.
Who's just right? That's what I mean.
I don't know. I can't go back. I don't know.
I can. I can tell you that we have not been at week 10 where the best record in either conference has had 4 other teams sharing the total. This is, and by the way, Jacksonville plays Baltimore. They play Cleveland. They play 2 of the other 5. Baltimore will have to play Jacksonville.
Cleveland.
Well, I think they may have played them twice already, but maybe not. And we haven't gotten to the 2 6 and 4s. If the playoffs started today, no Bills, no Bengals, no Chargers, no Jets.
Well, here's the worst news.
I'm saying in the preseason, those all got love as playoff teams.
Here's the worst news. If the playoffs started today, you know who we'd be playing in round 1?
We would be playing the Texans.
Yeah. At home. Oh. I'm going to take a pass on that one.
Yeah, the bottom line is we can be at worst the 2 seed if we beat the Ravens. I mean, we have to win other things. If we get to 5 losses and beat the Ravens and Browns, we'll probably be the 2 seed. You hear me?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what you need to do. If we beat the Ravens and Browns and get to and finish with 5, so whoever the other 2 come against, unless I'm going to stick back to this, and we had disagreement to start the show. I like that. Just come in swinging. I think we're in trouble if we lose to Houston. I'm not thinking anymore that we're definitely winning the division because our track record wouldn't show that. We'd have 2 losses to a team that's tied with us, and in 2 of the last 3 weeks we'll have lost big games.
Yeah, you guys hang in
This
there.
is the drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll do something. We'll either share some advice. We'll see what's trending. We'll do York City. He wants to trend. We'll trend when we come on. The top 5 brought to you by Pet Paradise next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the best bet card rooms of Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine.
I did something Saturday night I haven't done since 1982. I got emotionally involved in a sporting event that didn't involve my son Alex. I know this sounds difficult to believe, but in my day, journalists weren't supposed to take sides. You covered an event as objectively as humanly possible. But Saturday, I literally found myself screaming while watching the Florida-Missouri game. I cursed. I slammed stuff. I couldn't believe how undisciplined the Gators played in losing to Missouri, who was an 11-point favorite. There were 9 penalties, many at crucial times. There was a botched handoff, stepping out of bounds with 1:36 to play. Without the last 2, the Gators win a huge upset and go bowling. I chalk those mistakes to coaching. I still support keeping Coach Billy Napier, but my support is waning. Oh, yeah, in 82 is when a skinny freshman named Michael Jordan hit a game-winning basket in the final seconds of the NCAA basketball championship to give North Carolina the title. I literally leaped out of my press row seat.
Elevate your driving experience with Osteen Volvo Cars of Jacksonville. The Osteen Volvo team is a key piece of our community, and when it comes to cars, excellence is non-negotiable. Visit Osteen Volvo on Phillips Highway, online at osteenvolvo.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Shark Coatings. Gosh, I love my new garage. It's not new anymore either, by the way, but it looks new. I've had it for a couple years now, but I'm telling you what, there's nothing better that you can do to your outside of your house than get your garage coated by Shark Coatings. Go to sharkfloorcoatings.com, all right? Trust me on this. Sign up, get that free estimate. This is a gift to yourself, man, for all your hard work and grind. They'll come over, measure it up, give you a price. And you say, let's do it. Pick your pattern. The Hickens went with Pebble Beach. And then they'll get it done in one day, man. And it also forces you to take care of clean out your garage, which is a positive. You get a 15-year warranty. It's better than the epoxy. And they get it done in one day. SharkFloorCoatings.com. You'll thank me later. SharkFloorCoatings.com.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews are through the roof, and I challenge any law firm to compare results. Clients continue switching to us from other firms because we continue delivering. Recently, a car accident client left a big firm, and Woolsey Morecambe got her 10 times what they said it was worth. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe, 638-4235.
It's a primetime showdown you don't want to miss when your Jaguars take on the Bengals. This highly anticipated Monday night matchup is also our My Cause, My Cleats game, when your favorite players get to champion causes close to their hearts by wearing custom-designed cleats. Plus, don't forget to wear your darkest gear to help us black out the stands and defend the bank. A limited number of seats do remain, so head to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Now the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Following a huge defensive sequence from the Teal and Black, Jacksonville's offense responded with a highlight play led by their dynamic duo that would put the bank on their feet. In the first quarter, Trevor Lawrence would find Calvin Ridley in the back of the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown, making the score 7-0 with 2:58 left in the opening period. The Ridley score is your Performance Painting Play of the Game.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Visionaries, builders, and doers, are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL celebrates athletic and academic greatness.
Listen for the High School Scholar Athlete Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on 1010XL.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon.
Black Friday starts now. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and iPad and Apple Watch SE. All on us with Unlimited Ultimate. Go to your local Verizon store now. iPhone requires Unlimited Ultimate plan first. Service plan required for iPad and Apple Watch. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line required first. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit. Up to $459.99 device payment purchase with new line on eligible plan required per Apple Watch or iPad. Less up to $459.99 promo credit per device applied. 0% APR. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, gang, let me tell you all about Pet Paradise this holiday season. Open for business. Do not forget your furry friends when you are booking your holiday plans. Make sure you're booking for their little getaway as well, because Pet Paradise is the ultimate home away from home. Don't forget to go to Pet Paradise right now and get everything all bundled up like a Christmas package to take care of your pet while you're away. From comfortable beds to playtime with furry friends, Suites at Pet Paradise give all the trimmings to make a stay feel like home. Space is limited. Visit petparadise.com and book today. With 9 Northeast Florida locations, there's a Pet Paradise near you to care for all your pet's needs, from fresh cut and style to space to play all day. To find the location nearest you, again, just go to petparadise.com. By the way, at Pet Paradise, your first day of camp is free. Take a tour and let your dog enjoy the pool and turf time for free at petparadise.com.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come enjoy the best in-card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park. You don't have to be a poker pro to have a great time. Featuring poker games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drink. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Rock Resurrection Tour, starring Theory of a Dead Man and Skillet. Friday, November 24th, Daly's Place. Same night, same stage. With special guest Saint Asonia. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Theory of a Dead Man. Skillet. Together live.
Bob Arablo here, president of Your Jacksonville Icemen. Thanks to the doctors and staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, our team is well taken care of. We're proud to be associated with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. Our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is ready to help you too. We'd like to thank the coaches and schools who trust in our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Play the lack of respect card very much, but ESPN's got the roundtable of Dan Graziano, Sal Powell, our buddy, Dominique Foxworth, Jeff Saturday, and they've asked each one which team is the biggest challenger to the Chiefs in the AFC. Their answers confuse and frighten me. Graziano, again, I don't get the lack of respect. This is a lack of respect. Graziano goes Bills, currently not in the playoffs. Sal Powell, our boy, goes Broncos. They're not even going to be in the postseason. Dominique Foxworth, apparently the only one with any sense, says Ravens. And then Jeff Saturday says Dolphins, who haven't beaten any good teams. And I'm not saying it has to be the Jags up there.
Yeah.
But you're going to give me the biggest challenger, and you're going to give me the Broncos?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Or the Bills? Two teams I don't think will even be in the postseason, although the Bills maybe. Maybe. They got a tough sked, though, man. We talked about it. The Bills still got to go Eagles, Cowboys, Chiefs. They are not getting in.
I don't know if they're getting I'm not.
Sorry,
like
Buffalo
I said,
Tom.
I've said it the whole time. I'm not ready to say that.
I know you're not.
I think they'll find a way in. I think ultimately you'll learn a very valuable lesson this year. You want to see what's trending?
Sure, I do. The top 5 is brought to you by Pet Paradise. Gang, remember Pet Paradise this holiday season. Get your holiday reservations now. Probably too late for this Thursday. Maybe not. But when you're traveling for the holidays, give the gift of time to play, snooze, and snuggle to your pet while you're away. Comfy beds, playtime with their friends. Suites at Pet Paradise include all the trimmings, so the stay will feel like home. They treat your pet better at Pet Paradise than anywhere else. If that's important to you, go to petparadise.com. Download the app, by the way. When you do that, you can watch your pet play and snooze, make friends right there on the security app cameras.
Number 5.
It's safe to say that we all dabble on Amazon.
Oh, God.
Never been on Amazon.
No?
Are you talking about the website or the...
Like the app to purchase things?
Yeah, no, never ordered.
Never? As you know.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
Yeah, never.
Maybe tomorrow, but I'll be debuting some new white kicks.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just told Brooksy the other day, I'm like, man, Dad needs some new shoes, man. And I pulled up his jeans to see if his socks was matching the shoes, and he did good.
I did good.
Go back to Amazon.
Yes, sir. But I get them off Amazon. That's where I do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I know if I dip my toe in that water, I'm going to develop a shopping problem. So I just stay
I'm
out.
so surprised.
I just stay away.
Yeah. Well,
I'm old school. When I buy something, I still go to the store and get
store.
it.
You know what I like most about Amazon?
Uh-huh.
When I go on there
and
I decide I want this, I just click on it and I get it.
You get it.
Because my wife has the card hooked up to it.
Oh, that's good. No, you know what?
And that's
now,
a beautiful
listen,
thing.
Mrs. P, big on the Amazon. I'm not saying that we don't, but maybe this is something I should consider and just start ordering stuff left and right and getting things at this stage of my life that I want.
You can get
I go
almost
without.
anything.
I don't ever get anything for myself.
You can get almost anything on Amazon.
Yeah, this could be a problem. I could develop this could be the genesis. Look back on this day that you guys started me with a shopaholic problem.
And now you can purchase a vehicle on Amazon.
Oh.
Real soon, starting with Hyundai, Amazon is allowing, they're going to be collaborating with dealerships where you can purchase vehicles.
I've got one, speaking of holics, from shopaholics to ESPN Plus has the documentary on this chiefaholic dude. Remember the guy that wore the suit and then he went and committed bank robbery?
Right.
I just saw the tease. It looks pretty good. That didn't have to be what's trending, but since Holics came up, I thought I'd share that. You can find that on, of course, ESPN is like giving up. I see that they give odds to be the top seed in the AFC. The Detroit Lions got 8%.
I saw that.
I think ESPN, if it's not the WNBA, they've mailed it in. They're really not paying much attention.
I've got to jump in with one.
Hold on, let me get you right.
Thank you, please.
Number 4.
This is a two crazy kids that love and it's an interesting combination. It's an interesting combination, and I want your guys' opinion on this. And
Buffalo Tom says, thanks for believing in the Bills.
You're welcome.
And that's the last words he'll speak to me for a while.
That's fair.
Okay. Go ahead.
Apparently there may have been a marriage here. And we're talking about the sweet, soothing sounds of Jeff's favorite artist, Adele, and her longtime boyfriend, Rich Paul.
Oh, yeah?
LeBron's agent.
Apparently the
Adele
two
has a beautiful voice. It inspires suicide out of a lot because she never peps it up at all.
I'm looking at a picture of Adele and Rich Paul together, and they're a lovely couple.
Okay. She lost a ton of weight. She probably did that Ozempic thing everyone does.
Then I'm looking at Adele with her first husband. His name was...
He was kind of a nerd.
Simon Konecki.
Yeah.
And I look at Rich Paul, and I'm like, this is like
night and day.
Night and day.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes
and yes.
Yeah.
But
we got one.
Wonderful.
And the way we can say that is one of those dudes uses a washcloth, the other day.
Right. That's the best way to say it.
Just say that. Yeah, see, this is a beautiful voice. Just pep it up every now and then, and don't send me on a suicide camp. If you go to suicide camp, this is the official music that plays over the loudspeakers. It makes me want to grab a live hair dryer and jump in a bathtub.
That's just not true. But people are paying.
It is.
People are paying top
me
dollar
sad.
to
Makes
go to
me sad.
Vegas and see Adele croon these wonderful words.
She has a beautiful voice. I'm not denying that. I like Adele. She seems like a nice person. Her music depresses me. It's sad, depressing music.
I think it's supposed to touch your soul.
Well, let it touch yours then, friend. Get it off the radio.
Is it confirmed that they got married?
Sad suicide
It's not
music.
confirmed, but the headline says Adele appears to confirm she and Rich Paul are officially married.
Dang, Rich got him one.
Here is what members of an audience at a comedy club show said. I was at Alan Carr's comedy show in L.A. tonight, and Adele was in the audience. Alan asked the crowd if anyone got married recently, and Adele shouted, "I did."
This is what journalism. This is what journalism become. You now go to the eyewitnesses at the comedy club and confirm.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Does it affect you one way or the other if Adele's married Rich Paul? Is that cool? You like that story?
I have no problem either way.
No, I didn't think you'd have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if,
No, it doesn't. I really don't know much about Rich Paul except that he's LeBron's guy.
Yeah, me either.
To be honest with you.
And Adele, all I know is that
I like Adele because Adele did karaoke,
yeah.
car karaoke,
car karaoke.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I like Adele. She got a good
I love
personality.
Adele's voice. I just don't want to ever hear it because she's sad. It's sad, very sad. And when you sing it like that, I hate you. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Ricky Bobby.
Yes.
Talladega Nights.
I'm proud of you.
And also, I'm also what people may not know is I'm a NASCAR enthusiast.
Yes, you are. You've been to the Daytona 500.
I've been to the Daytona 500.
Yeah, he went last year, and suddenly he's like Joe NASCAR.
One of my favorite.
As a NASCAR enthusiast, I was just wondering who won the championship this year, the points championship.
Come on, I told you last week. Remember, he had the hot girlfriend that the kids all are. RB would be his initials. Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney, I know that name.
Yeah,
but my dog Blaney won.
He's your NASCAR
But
champion.
anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
But one of my other favorite drivers, Kevin Harvick.
Yes.
I think he's retiring, isn't he? This is his
He's
last
retired.
year. Yeah.
He's retired.
Yeah, this was his last year.
Okay, but he did something pretty cool. The
What'd he do?
correlation with him and Ricky Bobby, he purchased Ricky Bobby's mansion from the movie Talladega Nights.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Where is that located?
North Carolina.
Okay.
And what's crazy is he bought it for $6.75 million. I thought, now $6.75, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's kind of a good deal
For that, how big that place was?
12,000
Now I
square
wonder
feet.
if they pray to the little baby Jesus when
Right?
they sit down with their
Jump
Taco
on you
Bell and their
like
Mountain
a
Dew.
spider monkey.
Bro, you guys,
Chip!
by the way, you guys know
I love that story.
that I've been on like this, this eating journey where I've like changed my diet so much in so many ways. But buddy, I had to do it yesterday. First time, I don't know, the first time in a long time. Taco Bell, baby.
Oh, did you?
Oh, Mexican pizza. Oh, Mexican pizza, 2 tacos. Oh, I just love it. I love that Taco Bell, man. I've eaten Mexican a bunch, but that greasy, fast Mexican, I had to do it. Anyway.
Number
Thought I'd
2.
share.
You know what's going on tonight that's of relevance to us, gentlemen?
What you got, my man?
Hard Knocks in-season debut.
Is it the Dolphins?
Dolphins.
Yeah.
I like
Debuts
that.
tonight, and it comes on every Tuesday all the way through January 2nd.
I like that.
So I'm sure that's going to be real entertaining, especially with Mike McDaniels.
From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I'm currently working around live power lines and contemplating grabbing them with this Adele music blasting through the speakers. That's what I'm saying.
Give us number one.
We just need to be aware.
Number 1.
Like Snoop Dogg had an internet in a frenzy.
Yes, he did.
Because he posted, "I'm giving up smoke."
Yeah, I don't believe him.
Oh well, you shouldn't.
He's come back.
He's advertising. He's partnering with a stove company that produces no smoke.
I mean, come on.
So, when he said he gave up smoke, that's what he was referencing.
We all know that. Are you kidding me? Snoop will die with a, what do
With
y'all
a G.
call it? Woods.
With a wood.
With wood. He'll die with wood.
That's what's trending. Well
Yes,
done,
it is.
Ian. We make the turn for home next.
Brought to you by Pet Paradise.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's high school football playoff play-by-play.
It was an unpredictable start to the season, and it's turned into the chase for their 12th state title. The Bulls Bulldogs move to the regional finals against Bishop Moore. Friday at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Unleash automotive excellence at Osteen Volkswagen of Jacksonville. Osteen Volkswagen is not just about cars, it's 27 years of family-owned operation and community. Visit Osteen Volkswagen today on Phillips Highway and at osteenvw.com.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, "I did the plumbing for that." That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing fall specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or business. Hicken here from my friends at Rhino Shield. Man, you want to talk about a coating. Beautifully durable coating. Never chips, cracks, or peels. Never. They back that up, by the way, with a 25-year warranty. Prevents mold, mildew, and algae. No water intrusion, which is big in our area, right? I mean, the hurricane force winds we get, the rains we get. You get those leaks in your house, you don't get them when you go Rhino Shield, man. Rhino Shield protects. It protects, it fights assault corrosion, all while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting over and over again. Look, 0% financing right now. New low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield, man. And here's what you do. Free estimates right now. Free estimates. Have the boys from Rhino Shield come out. RhinoShieldJax.com. RhinoShieldJax.com.
Hi, my name is Lisa the Botanista, and I am an aquaholic. For years, I thought there was no cure. My life seemed like an unending loop of clandestine visits to the boat ramp. The unavoidable heartache of a mechanical breakdown, the cost of repairs, and the never-ending cycle of cleaning and maintenance. My life was an aqua mess. Can you relate? Do you love boating like I do, but dread all the hassle, wasted time, and expense? After years of frustration, I finally found the answer to indulging my aqua fetish without losing my sanity. Freedom Boat Club. As we enter a new year and start to make plans for enjoying Jacksonville's abundant waterways, wonderful weather, and great fishing, I encourage you to contact the Freedom Boat Club for the best discount ever and find out how you can satisfy all your aqua desires in a healthy way and leave all the hassles behind. Boating made simple. Visit freedomboatclub.com and ask for your special discount. Your fleet is waiting in Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine.
Oh, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. Now, just 1 week away. Are you headed out of town for Thanksgiving? Uh-oh. Did you think about Fido or Mittens? Is your pet taken care of? Oh, you're in luck. Hopefully we're not too soon to that holiday. My purpose here is to remind you to get your holiday reservations at Pet Paradise, the only place your pet wants to spend the holidays if it can't be with you. When you're traveling for the holidays, gift your pet the time to play, snooze, and snuggle with a staff who loves him while you're away. From comfortable beds to playtime with furry friends, Sweets at Pet Paradise will make them feel special. All the trimmings to make it feel just like home. Space limited. So visit petparadise.com today to book your visit and make sure. By the way, do you know you can watch your pet play, snooze, and make new friends via the Pet Paradise app? You can also book day camp, boarding, grooming, vet appointments. See, they got it all under one roof. All modern facilities, staff that loves them, and more than anything, there for you when you need them. You need them this holiday, go to petparadise.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World, simply the best for less. And thank you for your business.
The age of light beer is here. Modelo Oro, treasured for its smooth, elevated taste and crisp, clean finish. 90 calories, 3 grams of carbs. It's the gold standard of light beer.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Lee Smith here, new executive director of the Players Championship. It's no secret 1010 listeners have been great supporters of the Players, and we want to say thank you with some preferred pricing on your tickets for the 2024 Players. Just visit the Players Ticketmaster page and use the promo code 904 to purchase up to 4 stadium passes or Intercoastal Club tickets per day and enjoy preferred pricing. This offer is only good November 16th through the 28th. We'll see you at the Players.
This is Dr. Michael Iorio, internal medicine physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jags defense have had the most takeaways across the NFL and have been an essential part to the success of the team. Head coach Doug Peterson is proud of his defense's execution in all aspects from the win on Sunday.
I don't think we talk enough about the defense. You know, they're the ones that have kept us in the majority of our football games this season. You know, and they did a nice job today. It was one of the things that we knew going in we'd have to, slow down this run game. I thought for the most part did a nice job, control the line of scrimmage, and, they played fast today, and that was good to see. Our secondary was on point. They were in the right positions. We had a chance to grab a couple balls. Mike Caldwell had a good plan for the guys. The coaches did a nice job preparing the players. They're a big part of this today.
Doug Peterson, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars Update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Keeping 1010XL rolling with wholesale prices and premium service. Tire Outlet, Jacksonville's largest locally owned automotive repair shop.
Morning, Tony.
Good morning.
Anytime you get Loggeman and Merle, you got a winning day.
No doubt.
Winning day coming up on Jaguars today.
Yeah, as we'll check the tape, look back on the victory against the Titans, and look ahead to the Texans a little bit here on the short broadcast week for us here, right? We got 2 more days to get in whatever we're going to get in about getting ready for this Texans game coming up this weekend, which, man,
I love big game feel, man.
Yeah.
I love big game
It
feel.
feels like a playoff game.
Yeah, that's
right?
what it's kind of all about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they play the game, right? And every win makes the next one even bigger. That's what I also love. You know?
yeah.
So keep going. All right, well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Logs is here. Mike and Tony, Jaguars today.
Now, today's takeaways, brought to you by Key Buick GMC, where our family dealership has been helping families buy vehicles for over 50 years.
I love Ricky Bobby's house going to Kevin Harvick. I think that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I'm taking that one away. I did not know that. I love Kevin Harvick bought Ricky Bobby's mansion up in North Carolina. What you got?
I think the first thing that I'm going to watch on Hulu, if I ever get around to it, might be The League.
I like that. We
Might
got to
be The
watch
League.
that. Maybe watch that over the holiday if we can. Hopefully Jeff will watch Moneyball.
Right.
It's only been out forever. Anyway, that'll do it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're back tomorrow. Jaguars today. Mike, Tony, Jeff Lageman. Next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Some picks sound better on Friday than Monday.
On any given Sunday, you either